Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Wait a second.
What? What's going
Hold
on?
a
What's
second.
wrong?
Hold on a second.
What?
Hold on. Stop the music. Stop the music.
Stop. Why?
This is not. We're in the wrong spot.
What are you talking about?
We're early.
Yeah?
This is not our show.
Do you not remember?
No, this is not our show. We're not supposed to be here.
Oh.
This is supposed to be Rants of Izzo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
And
tonight.
Not tonight.
No.
How did we end up here?
Apparently, Izzo is decidedly on vacation for 2 weeks.
Because you need to have a 2-week vacation because you sit behind a microphone all the time and talk.
Yes.
Which is what I always thought every single time all of my talk show hosts would leave for vacation. I'm not
Like,
kidding you. I'm like,
really?
why?
You're
you
going
don't
on
do
vacation?
anything. You read the news and you speak into a microphone and you need 2 weeks vacation to recover. Woo, slaving.
It's terrible. Oh, my voice is hoarse. Stop.
Put the cigars down, buddy. No.
Yeah.
No.
Stop drinking that alcohol.
We joke, but no.
Just kidding.
Izzo
Just
is
kidding.
on vacation.
Yes.
And you have the wonderful pleasure or unfortunate
Unfortunate
demise,
responsibility.
whatever.
Whatever you want to call it.
Karma is biting you in the tail right now. I don't know.
The tuchus.
Call it whatever, but you have us, the Defenders Live,
Yes.
for the next 3 hours, 2
3
hours
hour
of his
tour.
shows, and an hour show, which follows right after his. So
Yes.
3 hours of us. God help you all.
And-
somebody sitting out there has done something really wrong and needs to confess.
In the third hour, we'll have Carrie with us.
Yes.
Pastor Carrie will be here in the third hour, and
Yes.
you will be able to confess.
You will, because this is gonna be
So good.
this is gonna be a delight.
Oh, it's gonna be
I finally
amazing.
figured it out. So that's
There
fine.
you go. Check it out. There it is.
But we are Defenders Live. You go to @DOAE Show for all of us on social media, mainly
really?
on the Facebooks, the
Yes.
Twitters, and the MeWe's is
Uh-huh.
where we hang our hat most of all. You can talk to us anywhere, but you catch us there. You also find us on our website,
Yes.
which is DOAEshow.com.
DOAEshow.com. Yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
You can see us from way back in the day.
Oh, it's so bad.
And it's not much better now. So go to mojo50.com and check out everything awesome over there, because they are awesome. You get people like Izzo and all the other great hosts that fill up
Jennifer
before
Torres,
us.
Watson
Yes.
Prunier,
Sam Sorbo, and
all
and
the rest.
all of them over there. Guys, go check them out. You will not be the sorries.
Jacko Farmer, Vetter Farms, DOIS, Defenders of Izzo Show.
The Defenders of Izzo Show.
I'll take it.
Sure.
Why not today?
Sure.
Today. And to start off the day,
Why
let's
not?
talk about a transgender update.
We don't need a transgender.
It is a transgender update.
It actually is, and this is
an update of a story that we talked about many times.
yeah, we touched on it a time or 12.
Oh, nobody wants
That's
to
at
touch
least
this.
2 or 3 times. So this is in reference to the transgender, the guy who was a man and who decides that he wants to be a woman, though he hasn't had anything officially done yet. He dresses and he takes the hormones, but he has not had the surgeries. He's not traded in the parts.
It is man.
This sounder is actually very apropos when you think about the situation, because this is the guy. This is the guy in Canada who has been who has the lawsuits going against a bunch of aestheticians, which is a really hard word to say, especially when you read it, because they refused to wax his genitals.
Yeah.
Because he tried basically saying, well, it's not fair. I'm identifying as a woman. Why don't you do this for me? I'm being singled out because I'm,
Yes.
really a man. You're just being, a bigot, whatever they
No,
say.
you're a man. Look, you have the giblets, all right? Nobody wants to touch your giblets, especially when you look like a painted clown female.
He did. It looked like remember that girl, what was it, Mimi from Drew Carey's show?
Yes, you look like Mimi from Drew Carey.
I would argue
Her
that
cousin,
Mimi
her ugly
looked better
cousin.
than him.
You look like her ugly ass cousin.
Yeah, but anyway, so apparently this guy's back in the news again. He has legally had his name changed to Jessica Yaniv.
Yaniv.
Whatever. God bless his person. But on Tuesday, the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, which again, this is Canada, which is representing 5 of the women being targeted by Yaniv, announced that the activists' case against their clients have been tossed out by the BC's, that's British Columbia, Human Rights Tribunal. Thank God we don't have an actual tribunal yet. Moreover, Yaniv is forced to pay $2,000 each to at least 3 of the women. Quote, the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, also known as the JCCF, is pleased to announce that the BC Human Rights Tribunal has ruled in favor of home aestheticians. The right to refuse to handle men's genitalia against their will. A press release from the JCCF said, as highlighted by the Post Millennial. And this is good. This is how it should have been in the first place.
Yes.
Because you should never, ever, 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 ever try and force somebody to touch your junk.
Right. Ever. Never force somebody to touch your junk.
That's called rape or sexual assault.
Sexual assault, at least.
At the very least, yes.
Like, if you touch their junk forcibly, that's rape. If you try to get somebody to touch your junk,
that's sexual harassment.
It's sexual harassment, and
yeah,
you just went through an entire class on that.
Oh my God!
Only because of work. Only because of work.
Yeah, no, it is because it's a whole stupid long story. But yeah, no, I'm back in it. Yeah. Anyway, I still haven't showed you those videos. I wonder if we have time to kill tonight. I wonder if I should not.
We don't have time for you to set them up.
I should just play the audio from
here.
No,
you have to get the full effect of the video and everything. We don't have time for that tonight.
We have 8 minutes in the hard break. We've got time. I can send them to you.
Hard break.
Mm-hmm. Especially Yaniv's got a hard break.
Oh.
Yaniv filed complaints against 15 males and largely immigrant-owned businesses that he was turned away for genital waxing for a variety of reasons, which included some of the businesses not being specialized in male genital waxing.
Sorry, some people don't know how to wax your balls.
They were actually going to do it. There was a couple of them that would have done it and had no problems with it at all. They just didn't know how and didn't have the licensing and everything else. Because you think that there's licensing problems here in America? Oh, yeah. Nay. Canada is even worse.
Yes, Canada is worse.
You have to have a license for just about everything, including living, almost. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that we figured we should bring this up.
Yes.
Bring it up. Because this is actually a good thing. 1, it's an update, and 2, it's good to know that even in the
Canadias,
those
degens from up north.
Oh God, the dang degens from up north. Keep terrorizing everything, but those guys, at least they can somewhat get it right. Even when you have someone like Justin Trudeau
that just won the next election again.
God.
Do you want to get striked?
Apparently they
do. They're okay with it because most of them see. Look, I think Canada's the only country that can get away with that kind of thing.
What do you
mean?
With
having the socialism like that?
Right.
Because there's so much actual open land there that folks really, if they don't want to deal with it, can just kind of
go away,
disappear,
just vanish into the wilderness.
They'll be fine, and they're okay with it. And it's because when you get to below 0, it really doesn't matter what the temperature is at that point. It's colder than.
It's cold.
It's cold. So, thank God for that. But anyway. So there you go. The Justice Center represented Blue Haven Beauty Lounge and its owner, Sandeep Banipal. Yes, Sandeep Banipal.
Hashtag like a native.
Hashtag nailed it. Who is an adherent to the Sikh religion. Miss Banipal is not trained to wax men's genitalia. And as she explained in the response to the complaint against her, it, quote, is not something I am comfortable with or trained to do, end quote.
Well, she's a Sikh.
Sikh and she shall find. Is that what we were going with? I'm confused.
What I'm going with is, she can't find. What?
Nothing. Just stop it.
When an ugly ass fat clown man that has boobs decides that he wants to go into your shop and get waxed, but gets his balls waxed
Hi, my name is Tina.
because he's a ma'am.
God bless him. I mean,
It is ma'am.
no.
Because he's a ma'am and he decided that he wanted his balls waxed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No.
I kind of envision.
Look, nobody wants that upskirt image.
No. I kind of envisioning it going something like this. Oh, wait. I can't do that.
You kind of need sound.
Kind of a little something like this.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And that's why they didn't wax it. It was just
yeah,
like
it's
that.
Just sounded exactly like that.
I wasn't there, but I assume
That sounds about right.
because that's what the Canadians do.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
No, that would be the other guy. Yeah.
Oh, that-
no, the freaking out. The Canadians are
They freak out a lot.
not all of them.
No.
Some.
Like our very own Mike
Mike
Phillip.
No,
He doesn't freak out.
he doesn't. He's good.
He's
peoples.
chills.
He's good peoples.
He chillaxes.
You need to check him out.
By the way, speaking of chillaxing, CBD oils are amazing for you.
In case you need to chillax.
Yeah,
Do
because
you have the shakes?
do you have the tremors?
How about brain fog?
Maybe you have joint pain
You just all in all in a crappy mood
all the time.
every day.
Maybe you should try out some CBD oils.
Maybe. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I know I should.
Yes, you should. You have
I'm
the
not-
joint pains.
I do have the joint pain. That's because I'm old and
You have the old.
I've been back in the gym lately. And it's,
Dylan's
oh, dear
catching the
Lord.
old. It's catching him fast.
Catching it, it's beating me repeatedly with a stick in the back of the head.
If you are catching the case of the olds and maybe you need to feel better, be happier, all the rest of it, go to mojo50.com/shop. And when you go there, go check out the CBD oils that are available there. They're by KBMD. That's Ken Brown, medical doctor. Amazing guy.
Yes.
He found this product, or at least he found the company that produces this product and found that they did it right. It's a high quality, hemp extracted CBD oil. No THCs, none of the rest. It's all there as pure as it can be. Go check it out today. Mojo50.com/shop. Mojo50.com/shop. Use the promo code Defenders, and you can get $15 off the price.
Woohoo! Over on the Twitters,
Uh-oh.
Peekapoo and Snarky Jackhole.
Uh-huh.
I believe the phrase Dylan was looking for is the nip and tuck.
Yes.
It is, actually. That was. There's another one. There's another one that has been aptly coined, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Lopidotomy.
That was it. Thank you.
The lopidotomy.
It's a lopidotomy and then an addictomy.
Right.
Got it.
He wanted a lopidotomy.
Yeah. Well, if he wanted it, he would have gotten it because in Canada,
It's in Canada. They're
can
all
get
about
it
giving you
socialized
that.
medicine.
Of
He'd
course,
have
it'll
had it.
take 10 years.
To cut it off? Good Lord.
Just to get an appointment.
Oh. I was going to say, that's what you call a very long, drawn-out process.
Well, yeah, to get him off. I mean, that's don't want any
Oh.
of their hair. Ha 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 ha. So
Wow,
a jury
really?
ruled against a dad trying to save his 7-year-old from gender transition. In Dallas, Texas.
That right there is the part that pisses me off the most about this. Or not the most. It's not the most. That's like
that's
a very
second
close
to none.
second.
Second to none.
This is out of Dallas, Texas. They're having a problem that this guy is being blocked.
Yep.
I guess
We'll go blocked. A jury in Dallas, Texas has ruled against Jeffrey Younger, the father who is trying to protect his 7-year-old son, James, from chemical castration via gender transition. This means James's mother, Dr. Anne Gorgulis.
Of course.
Gorgulis?
Sounds like a cheese.
Gorgulis?
Sure. Georgeless.
Georgeless.
She's
She's Georgeless.
Georgulous.
She's Georgeless.
Sure.
We're going that way.
Okay.
We'll be able to continue transitioning him into Luna. Oh my God. And now has full authority to start him on puberty blockers at the age of 7 and eventually cross-sex hormones.
How do you This story hits a little close to home.
Yeah.
Not that I have a child who's in the middle of transitioning or anything like that, and not being able to have anything. But
yeah.
just that. Why is it that the father has absolutely no say in anything except to have to pay, say, child support and be there all the time?
Well, because
when needed.
Because
Otherwise, he's a deadbeat.
Because
No, not because. Because is not an answer. I'm sick of this. Well, because. Well, no. If you want my money, then by God, I've got an opinion. By God, I have a point. And by God, I have a right to say what I'm going to say. And if you
Right.
don't like it, and if you can't work it with me, and we can't come to an agreement, then you can go sit on it.
well, if we can work it out,
This is no. Mm-mm.
we can work it out.
He's 7 years old.
I mean, life is very short.
And at this rate for this kid, it will be if they actually allowed to go all the way, which shouldn't bell that, but by God, I'm going to have to anyway. Because
Yeah, you're gonna have
show.
to. It's part of the
You
show.
you can't this because it is known. It is very well known. The documentation is there. Suicide rate for transgender folks is up in the 60th percentile
Ish,
ish,
if not more.
if not more.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing this to this kid at 7.
Yes.
What happens when he actually turns 18, 20, 21, and he's trying to go, you know what? I know I've been living my life as a woman, but something just isn't right.
Something's not correct.
And the good doctor, the mother, is going to turn around and
Mother?
convince him, no, darling, you're fine. It's okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
and
no.
then he's going to put a gun in his mouth and blow his brains out.
Now remember.
Whose fault is it going to be then? Who is going to be responsible then?
So remember this. This
Oh, that
kid
pisses me off.
This kid is being forced to act like a girl with his mom around. Every time his mom is around or he is around his mother, he is forced to act like a girl. Every time he is with his dad, he is allowed to be a boy.
This is insane. This is, oh my God. This. Ay, Dios
I
mío.
understand. I know where you're at. It's there.
The jury's decision likely means that Mr. Younger will be required
By law.
to affirm James as a girl.
No.
Despite his religious and moral objections, and will also be forced to take a class on transgenderism. So not only does a father have to watch his ex-wife, I'm assuming ex-wife, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
it's
they were married at some
definitely
point. Well, no, I mean,
definitely ex-wife.
It might have been a situation where he knocked her up and they never got married, but still, he has to
ex.
watch, yes, this woman, the mother of his child,
Yes.
literally this is child abuse. Torture this child. This is what this ultimately is.
Yes.
And the guy has no say whatsoever. I am dealing with a bunch of crap. This takes the cake in what I've got, and what I've got is bad. It's bad.
He's got a lot of personal stuff going on.
Bad. This, number 1, Dylan, number 2. Like, it's like in that sequence. And
But
about
not-
here, it's...
No, this is leagues above you, buddy.
No, this is true. Like, I couldn't imagine not being able to say anything. Like, I feel like my heart truly goes out for this father. To not have the ability to have any say whatsoever.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'd be in jail. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be in jail so fast it would make your head spin. It would be one of those, you know.
Well, Hot Rocky with an Eye is making a point. She's saying that this woman is doing it out of spite.
What? All right. Just so we're clear.
Destroying a child's life out of spite.
Oh, yeah. Just so we're clear, I would argue, and I could be wrong, but in my humble personal experience, about 90%, at least 90%, and, you know, hashtag change my mind, of situations like this, when you talk about separations and divorces or whatever, when it involves two people who share a child.
Yeah.
Eventually, more commonly than not, you have either the dad just says, the hell with it and walks away entirely,
Yes.
and leaving the mom high and dry, or you have the father who wants to be a part of it, and then the mother tends to use the child as a weapon against the dad.
Yes.
As forms of blackmail, of whatever, to get this guy to do whatever she wants to have happen. Now, not all of them. Let me make that clear. It's not everybody. It's not all the time, and I got that. There are exceptions. But for the most part, that's how it is. The mother will use the kid as a weapon against the dad, primarily because the mom will always have the kid. The judges will 90% of the time, or actually it's a little bit less than that, about 75 to 80% of the time, will side with mom because it's mom. I just when did dads? I mean, I say when. When I want to know when are dads going to have a say in things again?
That's a good question. When are dads going to have a say in things again? Most likely
Never.
because the feminization of society. Now, we're shocked that it's in Texas,
Oh, I know.
but Beth over on Mojo 50,
Oh, I know. Yeah, dear Beth.
wonderful Beth, she
Can't
said,
wait to see her this
I'm
year."
actually not shocked that it's Dallas. Dallas is way blue.
I know.
Texas is turning purple.
I know. Part
Texas is turning
Hey, girl. Hey, look. I'm. Part of me is living in a world of naivety, as they like to say, as the kids say it today.
Kids don't say that.
Shut up. I don't want to think that Texas is falling. I really don't.
Well, everybody from California is moving to Texas, and they're moving to Austin and Dallas.
Look, go to Austin. Go to San Antonio. Go to Houston. Stay the hell out of Dallas, please. I love Dallas. Dallas is like my second home. Please stay away from Dallas. Go away.
Leave it alone.
Leave me be.
So, according to the Mayo Clinic, possible side effects of feminizing cross-sex hormone therapies are pulmonary embolisms, thrombosis,
In no particular order.
high triglycerides in the blood, gallstones, weight gain, elevated liver function tests, decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, infertility, high potassium.
Hold on. T.O.
Whoa, yeah?
Flag on the play for just a second.
Oh, well.
This kid's not gonna. If this kid goes through all this, he's not gonna have to worry about erectile dysfunction because he's not gonna use the
The
tools.
kid's not going to worry about anything because he won't be able to have a fully functioning anything because he isn't grown enough for them to make
You know what? I got another question.
to make anything out of it later.
I got another question about
Yes.
this. So you
Right.
know, there's when we've talked about this, there's situations where certain places have actually allowed the courts, or courts have allowed where a kid can go get a transgender transition session done, and almost like the abortion thing, don't have to tell parents. Parents don't have to have permission. Nothing. They can go and get it done.
Yes.
So has anybody bothered to ask this kid?
Nope.
Because I think the kid has a right to say something at this point. If any other kid across the nation has the ability to say something like that, to make that decision,
Yes.
at an 7, 8, 9-year-old
Right.
level,
Uh-huh.
and it's law and parents can't refute that, then why not give this kid a chance to decide what he wants to do, or what she wants to do?
That's the thing. Because it's a kid, they're not going to allow it.
No,
Because
No, because in this instance, he wants to be with his dad. He wants to be exactly what
right.
he is.
So they're not
as a
going to
regular
allow
kid.
it
I know.
because
I
he
know.
wants to be with his dad. If he
I
said, I
know.
want to be with mommy and I want to be a girl and I want to do the rest of that,
I
then they
know.
would be all for it. But that's not how it's going to
I know.
work. You know what we have? We have a giant cat cooler specifically for this woman.
The 3-body cooler. You're assuming she's a big woman.
I'm assuming she can fit in a cat cooler.
Oh, I know she can. Because
I'm not saying that she is a big woman. I'm saying we can at least fit her in the largest size.
Because I hear they're rugged.
They are rugged.
They're very rugged.
They are. They also keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. So if you have to put her on ice, it's easy to do. Plus, they're made in the United States.
I hear they're rugged.
They are, and fully customizable.
Because they're rugged.
Exactly. Also, they come in many colors.
But wait, there's more.
They're rugged.
Yes, they are. And because of their ruggedness, you can also get a lifetime warranty. The lifetime warranty comes from them. It is per the life of the cooler.
I was gonna say, you got this?
I got this. I just wanted
Did you?
to, I
do we need
wanted
to go
delay.
back to the CBD
No,
oils?
I wanted
Okay.
delays.
Okay, no, just making sure.
I wanted that long
Were you
pause.
pausing for effect?
Yes, I was
Okay.
doing the effect.
That was a little too long.
No,
Yeah,
I was
that's what she said.
Shatner.
Really, Shatner?
Anyway,
I feel like we need to do that.
go to catcoolers.com. It's catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, Steven, over at catcoolers.com, and you can get 10% off of your purchase price. That's right. Listen, Mr. Younger, catcoolers.com.
Just saying, you might need it to get some beers and go out into the woods, and
Promo code Steven. Get you 10% off. Check them out.
we're with you, brother.
They're rugged.
They are rugged, guys. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Check 1, 2. Yep, commercial break.
God, this is weird.
This is very weird.
To be on for 2 hours. You know what? I wonder. I wonder.
Beth says, please stay away, Californians.
I know. Like, don't ruin all the good things. California ruins all the great stuff.
All the good things.
And
All the
Small
good
things.
No, not small.
Well, it isn't. Yeah, there's nothing small about Texas.
I don't think you've seen. Have you seen the new Letterkenny yet?
No.
Oh, then you won't get this reference yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't had a chance to.
Oh, my gosh.
Where have I been?
You've been at work.
Oh, my God.
At work, I watched it.
Yeah, you can. I
Sometimes I can. So I watched it at work when I was labeling some stuff. And it's good times. I loved it. It was so good.
Whatever. I can't wait. We're going. I think we're going to Dallas. Possibly.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to try my show, my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're talking in April.
Maybe drive.
In April.
Yeah.
I'd fly. I'm not
fly?
driving. No, because if we're doing yes, we're tentatively planning this all live on the radio. Shh.
Stop it.
You mind your own business.
Don't judge me.
We're having a conversation here. Mind
It's
your
an
own
AP
business.
conversation. See your way out of it.
See your way out of it, and D, don't come back. But no, if we go to if we're talking about going down like on a Wednesday or Thursday, that's a lot of driving in 4 or 5 days. No, but it's a lot of driving in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so.
No, it's a lot of driving in 4 or 5 days.
And?
I would much rather pay to fly so that way we have more
time.
Yeah, because if we land, I figure we can get in.
Oh yeah, it's 2.5 hour.
At least
2.5 hour flight.
as opposed to
no, I've done it. It's a 2.5
what I'm
hour
saying.
flight.
As opposed to
15-hour drive.
15, my ass. Try 21.
Nah.
Yes, because once you get to traffic getting into Dallas,
No, you're probably right.
I know I'm
You're
right.
probably
I did it.
All right, fine. All right, here we
Fly.
go. We're coming back.
Peekapoo, Snarky Jackhole over on Twitters. And by the way, again, follow us at all the social medias at DOAE Show. That is DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves so that way we can see what's going on and we can talk at you as well because that's what we do. We're here to talk to you.
We are.
Because that's what we do. Otherwise, we'd just be talking into a microphone and looking silly.
Creepily. Over on the D Live.
Peekapoo. I started Peekapoo.
Well, I thought. Okay,
I've long wondered if the Texas boy's mother and many other parents of the trans preteens have a variation of a Munchausen by proxy. I wonder that too.
Maybe.
I wonder that too. As maybe some kind of a way of, they feel that their life is out of control, and so this is the one thing they can control.
They can control the boy.
Yeah.
And so they take it out on.
It's a sick thing, but it's possible.
Yep.
Anyway, D Live, go.
D Live, Lady Liberty Speaks says, I'm not, meaning Texas. Texas is basically a blue state now. She's not shocked. So much hate, city dwellers. Moved there and took their progressive ways with them.
Yeah, but again, it's Texas. Texas doesn't take S from nobody.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Like, why are true Texans allowing this to happen?
I don't know.
Y'all need to get out and vote locally.
Yes, we do.
But
before
before
that,
we continue,
yes,
we have to say something.
yes.
One of our listeners.
We're just gonna
Let's
go.
just let
let's
it
do
run. Just
Yeah.
let it run. Just hit the thing.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
It decided to freeze.
Oh, well, happy birthday. And now it skips and dies. We're going to try it again? The 3, 2, 1? Is that what we're going to? Do you want to?
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
Okay, go.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear Kirk,
Slightly venomous Kirk.
happy birthday. And many more.
That one, yeah.
Happy birthday, Kirk.
Hey Kirk, happy birthday.
We heard it's your birthday. You're a year older. Yay! Making it one more year.
Slightly embarrassing things on the radio. Yay.
That's what we're here for.
Yep.
That's all we're here for.
Speaking of slightly embarrassing things,
Oh, God.
so you remember that ceasefire that happened?
No?
No?
Am I supposed to?
Yeah.
There's a ceasefire.
There was a ceasefire
It
between
was?
Turkey and Syria.
Okay.
You know, ceasefire that happened. Trump did the ceasefire. He pulled out of fighting in Syria between Syria and Turkey, said no more,
Okay.
and they created a ceasefire.
Okay.
Well, the ceasefire is expiring,
Oh, good. As all good things must come to an end.
and so here's what happened.
What happened was...
See, what had happened was we as Americas,
As the Americas?
have to protect any NATO ally as far as defending them, right?
it.
Well, there.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. Because of the NATOs, we have to protect them, and Turkey is part of that.
Damn you, NATO.
Darn NATO. Well, Donald Trump said, no, we're not going to because you guys have been fighting this fight since you were started, since your country's founded.
Since the beginning of time.
Literally since you've started this.
You know what?
You've started this.
Here's the progression. God created the world in 7 days. Adam and Eve gets kicked out.
The Great Flood.
No. I wasn't even going to go to the flood. I was going to say, as soon as Adam and Eve get kicked out, Cain kills Abel.
Turkey.
Turkey and Syria. It's
Right
been like
there.
that from the beginning. And
Forever.
It's continue
Forever.
Since the beginning. That's literally
Yeah.
the sequence. And then they thought the flood was going to take care of everything. But
No.
no, it didn't.
The people came off the boat, and
apparently-
suddenly they had to happen again.
Because you know what happened? Shem and Hem decided that they had picked their sides. And it wasn't until after they got off the boat, the ark, and they decided they picked
Right.
their teams, and they just picked it right back up again.
Right, and just went sides. Anyway,
Yep.
so this whole deal,
the whole thing.
it has been kind of culminating for years and years and years, obviously. So Trump said, you know what, we're pulling out. No more troops there, no more nothing there.
Gross.
You guys handle it yourselves. Thank you. And so they created a ceasefire.
This is why we can't have nice
They
things.
negotiated a ceasefire because of this, okay?
Okay.
Good stuff, right?
That's what they say.
Ceasefire ends today.
Oh, good.
So, Russia and Turkey agreed on Tuesday to take a joint control of the vital strip of territory along the Syria-Turkey border as U.S. military continues to withdraw.
Withdraw from what?
The border of Syria and Turkey.
The border of...
So, Turkey turns to Russia and says, hey, Russia, the U.S. has decided to back out. Do you want to get in here and fight?
You want to take over because we're not doing anything.
And so what they're doing is they're actually the fight is over a strip of land that is between Syria and Turkey. Okay, that's what all this fighting is about. Just a small land. It's kind of like Israel and the West Bank and that whole deal.
Uh-huh.
Same issue, except for Turkey's a lot bigger.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna interrupt this very serious and
sure,
drawn out,
right?
boring.
Yeah,
thing.
it's boring, terrible. Well, no fun.
Am I the only person that every single time Turkey is referenced, your mouth waters just a little?
Just a hair.
Just a tad. Like
hair.
Every time someone says turkey, I think mashed potatoes, and
Turkey
and stuffing
and gravy. So much
and
gravy.
I know I shouldn't, because this is serious stuff. This is this is bad, really, really bad. But I keep thinking about food, and it's not fair. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're
Continue.
fine. You're fine.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry.
It's fine.
So sorry.
I got it. We understand. We all understand.
Good.
Anyway.
Not
Anyway.
alone.
So Erdogan or Erdogan.
How do you not know Erdogan?
No, it's Erdogan.
No, it's Erdogan.
Yeah, that's a G.
But if you enunciate it in the
Erdogan.
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 Erdogan. That was more Spanish than anything.
Tayyip Erdogan.
Sure.
Sure. So Erdogan has decided to strike a deal with Russia.
You could just say Erdogan.
Erdogan.
No, not that, but that was good too.
Everybody else who gets that reference, thank you. He decided to strike a deal with Russia and also started to invade and fight back again over the small strip of land, which means they're no longer in defensive mode. They're now attacking, and we don't have to fight with them. Yay!
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 Deal with your own crap.
That means America can stay out of the war in Turkey and Syria
and stuff.
and stuff. It's a good thing.
Like we shouldn't be over there. It's not our business. Not my pig, not my farm. Okay. I actually will agree with Trump on that little bit. They've been doing this forever. since virtually the beginning of time. Stop it. Let them do their thing. There comes a point where all you're doing is wasting our money and time and resources to help people who don't want to be helped. Sadly, this is the same thing as an addict who doesn't want to give up, I don't know, the alcohols or the drugs.
The
or
alcohols
whatever.
and the drugs.
They don't want to give it up, but you keep, dumping stuff into them. You give them money, or you give them housing, or you
Stop it.
do it. You're enabling them to continue on.
Stop
Just let
it.
Is it tragic? Yes. Is it horrific for it to happen? Yes. Are there a lot of people dying? Absolutely. But there comes a point where you just kind of stand back and you have to let the chips fall where they may.
Yes.
Because it's, again, not my pig.
See, you were
not my
talking.
farm.
Look, you were talking about how turkey makes you hungry, and now you're talking about chips.
I know.
And man, I just want a snack.
I know. And all I have is
Coffee.
PR coffee.
Which is actually really good.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. This show is actually unofficially brought to you by American Pride Roasters.
Yes, we currently are drinking the blueberry.
Yes, which is one of my absolute favorites.
Oh,
And I'm
it's so
telling
good.
you, if you are a coffee connoisseur or like to pretend you are, or if you're tired of
Having crap coffee.
crap coffee like the Starbucks, I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody wants to say.
Starbucks is terrible.
It is garbage.
It is trash.
The only reason why people drink Starbucks is because it is masked with pounds and pounds of the sugars.
It is.
Period.
It is without a doubt over roasted cat shit.
Great. Now we got a Beth.
That is not a word that gets the.
It is on our
No,
show.
No,
it is
isn't.
on ours.
We're on Izzo show.
Does it matter?
Yes.
So now we're being bad representatives to Izzo.
No, we're being exact representatives to Izzo. We're being exact.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. I'm telling you, the assortment of flavoring you can get. He flavors a lot of the beans and stuff. Like we have blueberry donut.
Oh,
they
yes.
have
The
king
chocolate
cake?
the chocolate cherry.
chocolate cherry.
So good.
It
The
is.
King's cake, which
King's
is
cake.
amazing.
The thing you have to worry about with the King's cake is be careful because he does, just like with the cake itself, you will find
A baby
plastic
Jesus.
infant baby Jesus.
Also with a mohawk.
Don't drink
Don't
that.
eat the baby
don't
Jesus.
Eat it. It's just there to be cool.
Don't eat or drink
Don't-
the baby Jesus.
He'll warn you on that too. But he does chocolates. He does teas. Check him out. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. I'm telling you, you will not be sorry. Some great stuff over there, and that's what's keeping
Amazing.
us going right now.
Tastiness.
The tastiness is.
Oh, so good. Speaking of, giving homeless everything and giving drug addicts all they need. In Oakland, California,
Of course, we're in Oakland.
there's a little bit of backlash to the homelessness.
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 The homelessness.
Homelessness.
Okay.
You see, insults like financial parasites and bum. What? First off, who uses the insult financial parasite?
I'm all right.
Are you so bougie in California that you
Yes.
can say financial parasite and get away with it?
Apparently Oakland has stepped their
Oakland?
game up. Have you been to Oakland
I'm sorry,
lately?
Oakland?
I mean, have you been to Oakland? Has anybody been to Oakland lately?
All I remember of Oakland
Is that you don't drive through?
is you
as a-
don't go through Oakland.
Not
That's
as a
all I
white-
remember.
Not as a white guy, not in the middle of the night.
Heck no.
I was able to go through Compton, and that's only because I had a buddy of mine with me who was black. He's like, "We're gonna go through here. Keep your head down and shut the hell up." And that's exactly what happened.
Do not look anywhere.
Don't make eye contact.
Shut up and stay low.
If we pull up to a stop sign, you better sit still. Don't move. Don't breathe.
Don't wave anything.
Because we were going to L.A.
LA.
And we were coming up from San Diego. And so it was one of those. I don't remember why we were going to L.A., but we were doing something. And
In the city.
we were a lot of it probably involved alcohol. It's
Well,
the
I
days
mean-
when I was in the military, you just kind of
California knows how to party.
in the city.
Yes,
City of Compton.
City of Compton.
They keep it rocking.
They do keep it rocking. But they have bums and have been directed at these homeless peoples, and not to mention rocks and pepper spray and fences and potted plants and other barriers have been erected
Erected.
to keep them off sidewalks. Citizens have actually put like spike strips in some.
I've heard about those.
Like, the same ones that you put like the pigeon strips.
Yeah, uh-huh.
They put the pigeon strips on sidewalks to make sure that they don't lay there.
Which, I mean, you
Oh,
know.
whatever.
They've even set up apparently vigilante style
citizen patrols have been organized and
Why do you look? Why would you say vigilante style?
citizens on patrol. It's called
protecting your own. Job to protect your own first. You are the first line of defense to protect your stuff.
Always.
If somebody's on your property, it is your job to go out there and beat them mercilessly with a stick. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm not. There's no.
But-
You're right. Fine.
When going back to the insults like financial parasites and bums, I'm sorry, but what happened to the days of if the shoe fits?
Wear it.
Well, you kind of have to. If you don't like being called a financial parasite, then maybe you shouldn't be one.
Yeah. Maybe
Just
you
say-
shouldn't be one. Yeah.
You know, that you don't want to be a bum. Don't be a bum.
I'm sorry. Don't go moving to California.
Don't go moving to California.
First
number
off,
one.
don't go moving to California.
They've
but
ruined the state.
Especially don't go to California if you don't already have a job planned and set up and one that can actually afford you to live.
Look, and I understand that there are a lot of people who live in California who've been there the whole time and just have fallen on hard times and they can't, get out of the situation. Completely understand that. But I've had conversations with family, and they don't even live in California, but along these same lines, there comes a point where if you see that there's no way out, then maybe you need to figure a way. You have 2 feet. Get the hell up and start walking. Is it fun? Is it ideal? Is it
No.
perfect? No, but it sure as hell beats this.
Yes.
Move to someplace, walk to someplace, go to someplace that will give you an opportunity. If you don't have one where you're at, find a place.
Gene Gorlick, a property developer in Oakland and aggressive critic of the homeless, recently suggested luring the thousands of homeless people in the San Francisco Bay Area onto a party bus stocked with alcohol and sending them on a one-way trip to Mexico. He says, quote, "Refugee camps in Syria are cleaner than this," which is probably true considering the giant amount of feces that's in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah, but that's coming from local people.
That's also from the homelessness.
Yeah, because, again, you're not moving and finding a way out. The whole western seaboard is starting to become completely destroyed.
Sorry.
You do realize sending people into Mexico like that, that's not legal, my friend. Just saying.
Not legal, my friend.
Because
sending people away,
that's
not your job.
One, why Mexico? I kind of have a problem with this. Why is it that you want to send a bunch of homeless people that are actually American citizens into a country like Mexico, but you don't want to send the illegal immigrants that come in from Mexico back to Mexico? Just curious as to what it is about these. Why? Because they are actually not, working like you think they should because they are in a bad spot and have pooped in your driveway? I get that. That's probably not, a fine thing to walk out to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one has broken the law in coming here, is not paying taxes, is getting all kinds of perks and benefits and getting basically,
whatever they want.
Subsidized by the government with your money.
You can have whatever you like.
That's the thing. They call them financial parasites up here as an insult.
Yeah, but actually the illegal immigrants are worse.
Are far worse.
Far, far worse.
And you don't have a problem with that. I'm sorry, but the lack of consistency here kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If I might be
It's
so
pretty
plain.
terrible.
It blows.
It's horrid.
You need to be beaten.
Yes.
I just need to beat something.
Yes. And not that.
What? How dare you, sir? This is a family show.
Is it really?
Good heavens.
We're on late for a reason.
Homelessness is an expanding crisis that comes amid skyrocketing housing prices, widening gap between the rich and the poor. Bullshit. The persistent presence on city streets of the mentally ill and drug dependent, despite billions of dollars spent to help them.
Stop right there.
Oh, I'm done.
To help them? No, it is exactly what he said 5 minutes ago. You have spent billions of dollars funding their addiction.
Yes, they've opened
Setting up shops
Yep.
where people can go and in clean places with safe places and clean needles so that they can stick themselves and lie there for hours.
Yep.
Because it's better to do it safely in our eyes than to turn around and be doing it in a street and alley
When what you
somewhere.
could be doing is actually policing the streets of the drugs that have been coming through Mexico into California and stopping this shit from happening in the first place.
You know, like, coming through with the illegal. See, this goes back a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. You want to stop the expanding, the skyrocketing housing prices? How about stop taxing people for every single thing?
Maybe.
That
might be a good thing.
How about they're getting ready to literally have a breath tax. I know people are joking. They think it's a joke, but you're going
It's
to get,
not a joke.
It's going to be considered a carbon tax.
Yes, your
Because
breathing
you-
is a carbon tax.
Yes.
You will be taxed on your breathing
You will.
because you emit carbon.
It's coming. Mark my words.
And a methane tax for when you poop.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of, maybe you should check out some Atron Teal and keep it regular.
Speaking of the poops in San Francisco.
All the way.
You know
Thank
what? Before we go into that real fast,
What?
it's a real
Sure.
quick thing. With all of the poop inside the city,
That's what she said.
it is. What?
Real quick thing.
Oh, I was going to say the poops. What in there? What is she talking about?
I know that-
No,
that's
with
a-
all the poop that's
It's
in
the German videos. That's not.
Schau, wie sagst du das, babe? No.
yes.
With all the poop that is in the streets of San Francisco, why
Right.
has not someone capitalized on this? Literally scooped all of his stuff up and sold it as fertilizer throughout the rest of the country.
Because nobody wants to touch human poop.
You have to, I'm not saying go out there with your bare hands. I'm talking about
Nobody wants to touch it.
But you go out and you collect. Nobody wants to touch any of it, but fertilizer. I'm telling you, it'd be helpful. Just saying. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Atron Teal.
I don't know.
Atron Teal.
All I've got to say is how dare you? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
That's right.
Both kind of.
How dare you
How dare I?
mention that somebody actually profit from somebody else's crap?
Why not? It happens everywhere else.
Thank you.
Atron Teal.
An amazing product, Atron
is.
Teal, and this is a product that does kind of profit off your crap.
It does in a completely different kind
In
of
a
way.
completely different sort of way.
It catches it on the front end and not the back end.
Oh, that's everything opposite of Pete Buttigieg.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God we're not talking about him tonight.
Anyway, Atron Teal is an amazing product. This is a polyphenol blend, also started by Ken Brown, who I hear is a butt doctor
I heard that too.
and a butt man, ladies.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, a polyphenol blend that you can take daily. And what it does is it helps the gut biome, all the gut bacteria that is inside of your body, which actually there are more bacteria in your gut than there are cells in your body.
That's a lot.
Think about that for
That's
a
a lot.
second. And if it's not healthy, the rest of your body is not healthy. Not only will you have fatigue, not only will you have cramps and irritability and IBS and diarrhea and
all that good jazz.
all the other
We can stop now.
inconsistencies.
Yeah, we can stop now. Thank you.
But
I see what you did there with the butt.
But wait, there's more.
if you get Atron Teal, it's also a powerful anti-aging supplement.
You don't say.
I do say.
Okay.
And
And
if you go to lovemytummy.com/mojo, that's lovemytummy.com/mojo, you can get a 3-month supply for only $99. Normally these things are $39.95 a box. That's $20 same as downtown right off the top.
downtown.
Right off the top. Go to lovemytummy.com/mojo to get your Atron Teal today. Lovemytummy.com/mojo.
Mojo. Oh, let's see.
By the way,
What?
backyard cows. Earlier when we were talking about turkey,
I love the cows.
apparently he had mentioned that he loves turkey and it is delicious about 10 seconds before you said it on the air.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was. You see, this is why cows and I are good friends because
you
we
think alike.
food.
Hey, I'm good there.
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak.
No.
Is apparently we're being called out on something.
What?
And I'm not sure why. I mean, I know why,
What?
but I'm not sure what happened. Don't you just love how everyone else gets attention on their birthday, but yours gets forgotten? Happy birthday. Okay.
Well, first off,
Just so we're clear.
we don't get announcements on everybody's birthday,
Yes.
but if you post your birthday to social media and we happen to follow you or we happen to have your stuff like on the MeWe's,
like it was seen like 4 different places. That's the only reason why
we
I remembered.
saw Kirk's birthday 4 separate places. So if you want
I'm
us to
down.
announce your birthday,
I'm down for that.
You can tell
actually,
us.
if y'all want to send at info@doaeshow.com.
info at
Send us.
DOAE show.
We'll sing
We'll sing
happy
your
birthday to you. I don't care.
It's fine.
I like singing happy birthday.
It makes everybody happy.
Because you know what? Do you know they stopped? There's a lot of restaurants that stopped doing that now.
Oh yeah,
The happy
'cause,
birthday clap and all that
yeah,
crap.
they don't like doing it anymore.
They either stop the clap or they stop the free.
Everybody
food.
gets embarrassed.
Yeah, but I feel as much as I hate it and I'm embarrassed, I think we need to continue.
It really should though.
So yes, seriously, send us your birthdays. We'll sing to you.
Why not?
Why not? Because it's fun.
And we'll sing off key.
Oh, absolutely, because that's the only way to do it.
That's right.
And occasionally you might even get the happy birthday.
Hey, and that's exactly what we're
And
doing.
that's exactly how we'll do it.
Yeah.
Also on the Twitters real fast, Peekapool and Snarky Jackhole at DOA Show at Dylan Lawson Stephen Airy. Did C. Montgomery Burns move from Springfield to Oakland?
Smithers.
Smithers.
Yes, Mr. Burns.
In reference to the whole financial parasites.
Yeah.
These are financial parasites. Which is the worst sound to him. I can't. It wasn't bad. It wasn't,
Formerly Virginia Jackal. I want birthday presents. We're here.
we'll take a road trip up to see you. You're
Or you
local.
can come, or you can calm down.
Actually, yeah, you need to come down here and we can buy you ice cream.
That's right.
That's gonna be twice now. She's gonna be so pissed. Last night and tonight too.
All day
She's
long.
gonna be like ice cream twice in a row.
jeez.
Eyes are gonna start twitching. It's gonna be great. I love it. You're welcome.
Yep.
It's how we roll. Let's see. But yes, make sure you follow us on social medias everywhere. We're on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, iHeartRadio.
Don't forget the DOAE show.
Don't do that.
.com.
Also, go to mojo50.com. If you're not a
that
part of
too.
that, if you're
Yes.
not looking at that, if you're not a part of that, if it's not a part of your daily life,
You're doing it wrong.
you have failed as a human being and seriously
Horrid.
need to reevaluate your life choices.
You really need to get going on something, buddy.
Yes, because
Kick it into gear.
it is the place to be. And I'm telling you, the things that are coming down the pipeline, you kind of want to be in it before it comes out, because once it comes out on the other side, it's just going to be a big old mess.
It will be. It'll be terrible, and you don't want to
Meaning-
deal with that.
No,
It's going to be San Francisco all over again.
I'm telling you, that's a great idea.
It really is. We should go.
I'm thinking about it.
We should just be professional pooper scoopers and sell it
I
as
would
fertilizer.
give me a shovel and a wheelbarrow.
There you go.
All it takes is a couple of things, and we're done. Apparently, there's enough poop to go around.
There is. Shizen.
But yeah, so there you go. There you go. DOAEshow.com is where you can find our stuff as well.
Yes.
There might be a possibility of a revamp coming soon.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Maybe.
Maybe. Actually, it's a definite.
Yeah, it is a definite.
Definite. We're going to revamp the site here
Very shortly.
This coming month.
Within the next
Next few days.
Next week.
Next
actually.
week, yeah. Oh gosh.
God.
I hate doing that stuff.
No, we're doing Saturday.
That's gonna happen.
I wonder if we can get an intern, an unpaid intern.
Speaking of crap, a police chief in China expressed concerns over re-education camps. So they detained him.
This is what happens when you're in China and you talk bad about, well, China.
Himit Kari,
Ooh.
the police chief of Ucha Township
Hashtag nailed it. Hashtag like a
in
native.
Kuchar County, was detained after criticizing the country's detention of his fellow Uyghurs and other Muslim ethnic minorities.
Look, dude, you're in China. You don't like it, you've got to get out. Like there's
Get out, buddy.
welcome to communism at its finest.
Get out quickly.
Follow the state or you get nothing.
And apparently you've gotten detained, so too bad for you. I
This-
hope you get out soon, buddy,
Please.
before your liver and organs get taken out and used in the black market.
Because it will happen.
It will happen.
They already know where you're at, pal.
Wow, we've already done an hour.
And we got another hour plus.
We got another 2 hours to go.
Well, one more hour for us filling in for the Rants of Izzo.
Right, and then another hour
And an hour of our
with
show
Carrie.
afterwards. Yes.
After that,
That's what everyone's actually waiting for.
I know everybody's just kind of chilling and like
Like, we just want to hear Carrie.
that's all.
Don't worry.
It's there.
She'll be there, third hour.
Guys, we have so much more planned.
So much. Don't go anywhere.
We are going to be right
Well-
back. Well,
Go get some coffee.
yeah, actually, yeah. Go get coffee. Go relax. Go have a beer.
Grab something. Get you to go to the bathroom.
Do what you need to do. We're back in a few minutes. Commercial breaks and all of the jazz. You know that's how
That
it's gonna
stuff.
be. Yeah,
But we'll be here. Be right back. Mm-hmm. See y'all in a little bit.
yeah.
This is weird. I've never had a third hour. We had to,
We
an
had-
hour.
yeah,
we had
right.
to break.
That's not weird. It's a weird break hour. I'm not.
I don't know what to say. What do I do with my hands?
What do we do with my
The
hands?
hands.
Ah! All right,
I don't know.
we're gonna stop talking.
Hit the old man.
Yeah. No.
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 I did not know what to do.
That was a great close to the first hour right there.
I had no idea what to do.
Oh, thanks, Zim. That's nice of you.
I had no idea. Like my brain went.
Don't stop it. Yes, Virginia. We did tell you to
Tell
go
her what?
to go have a beer before work.
Oh, yes. Yes. We
Why
did.
not? One beer is not going to hurt.
Yeah, but you know she can't have one.
You can't just have one.
It's like Pringles. You can't just have one.
Once you pop, you can't stop. Oh, man. Okay, so we have 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes. We have 3.5 minutes. If you got to pee, go pee. I'm good, man. I'm good right now. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Look, I've got the coffees. So Dylan went pee. Everything's good. Okay. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Yes, that is right. That is exactly right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Come over here. I'm going to touch this button right here. We're going to listen to a little music. This is going to be a little promised land. Here we go. Oh, House of Blues. There we go. Mm-hmm.
Just so we have something.
Okay, I'm done. I'm just
No!
Yeah, I'm done. I had to turn it off
Why?
because I don't want everything to get blocked immediately on YouTube. We have we have 2 hours to go. I don't want to get immediately blocked on YouTube.
We're still on the YouTube.
That's right. We're still on the everything's.
I forgot.
What?
2 hours. Jeez.
It's messing you up, isn't it?
It is.
So good.
So this is
All right.
what it's like to live the high life.
This
huh?
is. If anybody's listening right now or watching on the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the rest of
Or
it,
even later. If
or
you catch
well,
this
I mean,
later.
right now, do us a favor.
Please.
Go over and check out a good friend of ours.
Yes.
That's Arcadian Flag Company.
Please.
These people are amazing. The Mojo sign that we gave away was created by them. We had a sign made for TRA guns by them. They do amazing work, handcrafted wooden flags.
Yes. Yes. The guy he's a veteran-owned, veteran-operated. He's a retired Marine.
So good.
Does it right now. He does it out of his house, but I've seen his setup. It's amazing. The quality of stuff is insane. Right now, he's actually so small right now, he doesn't even have an official website. He has just the Facebooks right now, and we're trying to get him to grow.
So Facebook.com/Arcadian Flag is the place to go right now.
That's ARCADIAN flag.
Right.
So
Go there. Check him out. He does amazing work.
And he does a lot of custom stuff as well. If you have an idea, if you have a printout, if you have, an idea of what you want, if you can get it to him as a file, and he'll help you square it up, and you'll be fine. You'll get it squared. And he'll make it. The prices are insanely reasonable. I mean, I'm not saying even reasonable. Like, they're amazing. The reason I wanted to help him out was because I ran into him at a local rodeo. They had some stuff pitched up, and he was selling stuff, and
Yeah.
he was doing just regular flags. And I'm talking the cheapest prices I've ever seen these flags go,
Yep.
and yet
Make
the
sure
better
you're
quality.
ready.
I'm ready.
Make sure
Are
you're
you ready?
All right, we're going silent.
Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Welcome back. Defenders Live, filling in for Ransom Vizzo.
Yes.
He's on vacation. Hopefully he is drinking one for us,
all of us.
all of us, at least one, maybe 12. Who
Maybe
cares?
10, maybe 15.
Smoking a stogie,
Yes.
having a good old time. He needs a break.
Yes, he does.
Uh,
Have you had your break today?
Give me a break. No, not tonight.
Give me a
No.
break.
We are Defenders Live. We have a show that usually follows. I say usually. We follow the Ransom Vizzo at 9 p.m. Eastern here on mojo50.com. You can find us
Yes.
on the YouTubes. You can find us at doaeshow.com because, well, that's where we have our spot.
Yes.
You go to all the social medias. You can follow us on Twitters, the Facebooks, the MeWe's. We're on Freedom Heart as well.
Yes.
At DOAE Show.
That's right. Or at Steven Defenders.
At Dylan Defenders as well on over there. You can find us at Dylan Lyles and at Stephen Airy on the Twitters.
Uh-huh.
Follow us, like us, share us. We're trying to grow everything, get everybody out there to see us. We don't care about. Thank you. We're not after money. We just want to get the voice out. Yes.
And by voice, we mean that.
Yes, because we are just a giant dumpster fire.
How dare you?
Well, it's the truth.
No, I know.
It is very much the truth.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
I feel happy.
We forgot to play that earlier. We need to remember
Every time.
every single time.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, piggybacking off, if you were listening to the first hour, we ended the show talking about California
Ooh, yeah.
being the
Place that knows how to party.
because they do.
Yes.
Complaining about the bums and everything else over there. Well,
You
keeping-
dirty bum.
You dirty rat. Keeping with the California theme, Facebook
Facebook?
will spend $1 billion to address California's affordable housing crisis.
What?
Yeah. Facebook today announced a pledge of $1 billion at a partnership with the state of California to help build more affordable housing after the company contributed over a decade to an influx of tens of thousands of highly paid technology workers that exacerbated the problem in the Bay Area.
So what you're saying is Facebook is taking control of the problem by
Making the problem worse.
giving money to the government.
They're making...
Instead of creating housing themselves and paying for it themselves.
No. They're even doing that wrong. Is wrong. Look, there's not a problem with finding. There are buildings and housing to live in California.
Yes.
The problem is you cannot afford it.
Right.
Okay. Why can't you afford it? Because the taxes are god awful high.
They're terrible.
You literally get taxed for virtually everything in California. So maybe instead of putting up more houses, you might give jobs and things like that for a little bit.
Sure.
But it's not going to do anything.
Right.
You're just adding buildings in a state that is drowning in debt. It is taxing its citizens through the nose, and you're wondering why and you're going to say, well, they just exacerbated the problem. No. If the state was being ran properly, like most normal people run their own homes,
Right.
it wouldn't be an exacerbated problem.
Oh, but
it would be a company that's come in and has offered jobs like Amazon is doing here.
But you haven't gotten to the best part. See, this pledge from Facebook, it mirrors the same one that Google made back in June,
because that's done so much.
in which the fellow tech giant also pledged $1 billion to help the California housing crisis it helped create.
You realize what this is,
What?
right? This is
two companies that are tech giants that have AI interfaces and face recognition software and designer programming that are going to help build houses for the next generation, quote unquote, and then utilize all the information they get from those housing units.
possible. I mean, that's another way of going at it as well. No, but I'm looking at this as from the angle more of.
Think about it.
I hadn't thought about
the
that. That's a
Facebook
good
house.
point. That's a good point.
The Facebook house powered by Google.
No, I've got you like that. I hadn't thought about it that way. What I
When you can actually write something on your wall and it go on your Facebook wall.
Here's the thing, though. I'm looking at it from another angle. This is wealth redistribution.
Of course.
This is Woodrow Wilson, like his dream being literally like materialized before our eyes. This is what happens when in a roundabout way you convince the rich that they owe all of these people, these poor unfortunate people, this stuff. That's what this is. Now, all you're doing is handing people who've not earned it money because you feel for some weird reason that they're owed it, that you've inconvenienced them, that you.
Because, man, they feel like a woman.
That's,
Dun, 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 dun.
let's go, girls. Okay. That's not what. Look, the Silicon Valley was ultimately created for the betterment of mankind.
Yes.
What good are they going to do if you end up getting to a point of them dumping billions of dollars? Literally, it's
Into the state that they originally came into?
Yes. If
Sorry. That's
no, I know they came in. I got
it.
No. This doesn't help anybody.
No.
This doesn't do anything. It's going to the government. It's going to pay things. It's going to just. It's literally, they might as well just take that money and set it on fire in the middle of the street.
Go on, take the money and run.
I hate you right now. I was going to say, because my brain can't think of the next line. Damn it.
It's just a hoo-hoo-hoo. It's all
And they're
right.
trying to say that Facebook didn't create the problem. However, it did make it worse. Enlighten me how did it make it worse.
How did they make it worse?
All the workers include security guards, kitchen and cleaning staff, and other part-time contract workers that are not granted the high salary of a standard tech
I
gig
see this problem all the time in the company I work for.
that would allow them to live in Silicon Valley or in San Francisco, where rent has skyrocketed and purchasing a home is effectively impossible.
So,
anyone but
Little
the
aside here.
ultra-wealthy.
Little aside here. All right. Obviously, we live in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I work at a company, Microsoft. I work in Microsoft. I don't work for Microsoft.
That's why he can talk about it, because he doesn't work for Microsoft.
Right. Well, here's the thing that I want to point out. That part that they just put in is completely correct.
Yeah.
If you are not an employee of the company directly, which if you're a security guard, if you're a custodian, if you're like a
Even
random,
contract.
if you're a contractor, you don't actually work for the company. You don't make the money.
Nope.
You make nowhere close to the money that they're talking about. Like the company that I work for pays us well
Yes.
for what we do.
Because they've got a contract.
Because I have a contract with it and they set it up that way. And I have no bones at all to pick with them at all. But
no, but it doesn't touch what it could be.
When
if you were-
Microsoft moved in
Yeah.
to that city, to that town, the township, it was barely 1,000 people.
Yes.
When Microsoft moved in, the price of that town, any home in that town went up $100,000 minimum.
Yeah. Yep.
The value of the land there, the price of food there went up exponentially.
And this is a small town.
Small little town. Nobody cares about it. Nobody's ever seen it. The only reason why it's even has any notoriety is because
of Microsoft.
of the data center that's there.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that. The company, paid to move in. They paid the taxes. They paid to build the
heck
building
yeah.
and all this stuff. They've done that. They have paid what they had to pay. There's absolutely no reason why they should have to pay more.
Right.
There's none. They've done their due. Now they can collect. To offer up this stuff, The only thing this does, sadly, is kind of start creating a buffer for themselves.
Right.
For when and I mentioned it earlier, the gap between the wealthy and the poor. Sadly, that you're going to hear that. And the election's coming up. God help us all. You're going to hear that drum getting beaten quite a bit. It's going to be beaten.
Thank you.
The wealth inequality is going to become a buzz phrase that will drive you banana sandwich.
And just like Lady Liberty Speaks over on the D Live says, contrary to popular belief, no one owes you anything.
What? Wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
No one owes you anything.
Okay. Wait a minute, but what about having
It's contrary to popular belief, obviously.
no. So they don't even owe me
No.
that. But what about that? How about
no?
but not not even
Uh-uh.
really?
Mm-mm.
Not even
Niet.
Okay. All right.
Just making sure you understand.
I got you.
No.
No. I got you.
And continuing on with Facebook,
Yeah, because we have themes.
the Book of Faces.
God, I hate Facebook.
The Book of Faces.
As I say, as we're on Facebook.
That's right. Is now facing a $35 billion facial recognition lawsuit following a recent court ruling. I know, right? They couldn't pay their way out of it. Facebook's most recent attempt to extricate itself. That's the word of the day. Extricate.
Extricate.
Itself from the potentially landmark lawsuit has come to a dead end,
Wop, wop, wop.
as a federal court declined to hear another appeal to stop the $35 billion class action lawsuit.
So what is this lawsuit about exactly?
Well, so in San Francisco last week, the U.S. Court of Appeals of the Ninth Circuit denied Facebook's petition for an en-banc hearing in the case. Usually, appeals cases are heard by a panel of 3 judges out of all the judges who work in a given circuit.
Okay.
This en-banc hearing is kind of an appeal in which the larger group of judges hears the case completely. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so what's it about?
Facial recognition software.
Well, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the problem? Why are they having to pay $35 million?
What do you mean?
Why is the suit there? I'm confused.
But, well, I mean, it's there.
Why?
Why? Because it's there.
That's not an answer. That's like Google and them paying $1 billion for housing. At least that makes technically more sense than couldn't be that there are 3 different Illinois residents who filed a lawsuit
Oh, yes.
in
Well, there is.
2015?
Yes, there is, of course.
Suits which eventually rolled together into one single class action argument.
Right.
Argued that Facebook's collection of the user's faces for tagging purposes violates the Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act.
There is that, yes.
That's kind of what I was trying to get. 'Cause
well,
most
I
people
wanted
had
you
no-
to. I wanted you
Is
to
that
get
what it
to
was?
That.
You
Yes.
wanted to test the AI's?
I wanted you to read it.
You wanted to test the AI's
Yes.
knowledge of the situation.
Look, facial recognition software. I need the AI to understand why it's bad.
I understand why it's bad.
well,
I am
I
AI.
wanted you to make sure.
I am the AI. I know what's wrong with it.
Verification, trust but verify.
Trust but verify.
Right.
You know, question with boldness and carry a big stick.
That's right. Whatever that means. I think it's walk softly and question with boldness or something.
Something like that. I don't
Something
know.
like- I
Bake
don't know.
muffins and have a big stick. I don't know. It's
I have a
tomato.
big stick. All right.
No, that's.
My wife knows.
Oh man.
I'm just making sure that you got that image in your
Now I
head.
gotta go wash my ears out.
You're going to wash that man right out
With
of
a
your head?
Brillo pad and lava soap. Massachusetts branch of the American Civil Liberties Union this week released the results of a test it ran on Amazon's Rekognition, spelled with a K,
This
software,
is only a test.
in which it mistakenly matched many New England professional athletes to mug shots from a database.
And a 1, and
What
a
do
2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Kirk.
Slightly venomous Kirk.
Happy birthday
To you. Slightly venomous Kirk.
Oh, yeah. God. It works out better than I planned. The ACLU compared images of 188 athletes from the Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics, Boston Red Sox.
That's a lot of Bostons.
Boston. And the New England Patriots. All right. I'm going to read this, finish this up in a second, but I just
maybe we need to give the word Boston over to Izzo.
Boston.
Boston.
And
over
that's
to
not
Izzo.
Boston. That's from New York.
Oh, it's Boston.
New York tossed with
It's
the-
Boston.
it's Boston.
Boston.
You park your car in Harvard Yard.
That's
how
right.
you-
It's Boston. Sorry.
I've never gotten the fact that you have the Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics, the Boston Red Sox, and the New England Patriots. Why? Why? Anyway, the teams against a database of 20,000 public arrest photos. The ACLU found out that 27 of the athletes, more than 14%, were falsely identified in the mugshots.
You know,
God,
I just realized something.
This is the problem, though, with facial recognition. Everybody thinks it's cool, and, oh, look, I can unlock my phone in my face, blah, 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 blah. You guys do not realize the potentiality for poo-poo hitting the proverbial fan. You're going to one day get compared to something like this, and even if you can get it, later, proven that it wasn't you and it's not you and blah, blah, let something like this happen.
Yes.
Let a situation pop up where they look at a mugshot and they go, holy crap, there's the person. And you're arrested and you spend hours of time and money, arrest record, getting things exposed. Because once it's on your record, even if it's somebody else's fault, it's still there.
It's still on your record.
You have to fight all of this crap.
To get it expunged.
There's a teensy little line between when technology is awesome and when it comes to rape you mercilessly in the night. You have to be careful to walk that line. It's not a teeter. It's you stay on it because...
So you're saying you walk the line.
You don't do Johnny Cash.
Oh,
You
it's okay.
can't.
You know, I did notice something.
What's that?
ACLU.
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
The ACLU?
Yeah, just say
The American Civil Liberties
No.
Union?
Like, sound out ACLU.
A clue?
Right. Or
They don't have a clue?
They don't have a clue. Or
How long have you been sitting on that one?
just 5 minutes now.
Oh, okay.
5 minutes now.
Thank God, because if it was much longer, I'd have been disappointed.
No. I realized it right as you said ACLU. I was like,
Gotcha. Recognition's false positive problem is neither new nor improving. The Northern California branch of the ACLU ran a similar test in 2018 in which recognition incorrectly matched 28 members of Congress against mugshots.
Well,
And it's not getting any better.
look, mugshots are always you at your worst anyway. And everybody should know that. Mugshots never look like the person,
I could show you my mugshot.
and I bet you it's at your worst.
I was 17.
I was 16,
Going on 17.
It's actually not a mugshot. It was my. It was the first picture I had when I got into the military for my ID.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a mugshot.
It was a mugshot. It does. If you look at it, it's like
That's like my very first driver's license photo. That's a mugshot.
no, it made driver's license pictures look good. Like this looked like straight up a prison photo. I'm wearing a plain white T-shirt. I'm skinned head because I've just got shaved.
Plain White Tees was a pretty good band.
It was a hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? 1,000 miles away. Girl tonight, you look so pretty. Yes, you do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
1 thing, 2 say.
So yeah,
3
this
words.
is the thing, guys. Yay, it's fun. Yay, it's Facebook and technology and blah blah blah. But you need to be careful.
Yes.
About who you post and who you tag and who you put out there, because you do realize a lot of you. I don't know if you know or not. Some people do. Lots of people do. There's some that don't. You do realize that once you put your picture on Facebook, it no longer belongs to you. You are aware of that.
Yes.
If not, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Okay? It's not yours. So you need to be very careful about what you put up there, about who you tag in it,
Yes.
because it's there's more than just trying to maintain the guidelines of the website. There's stuff that goes on.
That you probably look. I never tag people.
No.
I never tag people. If somebody wants to tag themselves in a photo,
Then
that
knock
is their
yourself out.
own deal. I don't even tag myself in photos.
Nope.
And when people tag me, I immediately remove it.
Yep. I don't need you finding me.
I don't want you posting pictures of me and tagging me
Without my permission. Of course.
without permission, obviously. At the same point in time, I'm never going to do that to somebody else.
No. Because it's a slippery slope. And
Right.
We're already going down it. It just
It's already there.
yeah, we're kind
You're
of
already riding the rails. Thank you. Or if you're Pete Buttigieg, you're riding the poles. Apparently, he's riding them up.
and then back down again,
Yes.
and then back
So
up again,
the funny thing,
and then down again.
I was listening today to Right Now with Jim Dawes,
yeah.
and he made a comment about
You can also find that show on Mojo50.
that's mojo50.com. Right Now with Jim Dawes. It's 10
o'clock?
a.m.
10 a.m. Eastern time.
10 a.m. Eastern time. So he made a joke. He made a comment. Didn't make a joke. He made a comment about Pete Buttigieg.
Riding a pole.
No,
Oh.
going up in the polls, and he didn't catch the joke. So I immediately posted it on Twitter
Of course
to
you
make
did.
sure that he caught the joke.
Of course you did.
And at the end of the show, he looked at it and he was like, "Oh, I missed it." He's like, "Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
It's okay. We all miss stuff.
We did.
Yeah, we did."
That one.
Yeah, I know. Stop. Don't. I know. I know.
I was actually ashamed of myself.
I
When that
was
got brought
too.
up, I was like, "Daggone it!
You're right.
We should have done that."
Yes, but we didn't. It's okay.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Other things we need to do is tell you about some CBD oils.
Because do you have the shakes?
Do you have the trimmers?
Do you have the brain fog?
Maybe you have joint pain.
This sounds like a repeat from like an hour ago.
Shut up. We're doing this on purpose.
I needed to do something to break the monotony because even I'm going, oh my God.
It's a monotony. What's going on?
Slipped into a wormhole.
Look, maybe you should try some CBD oils. Yes, it's a fad. We get it. It's a fad, but it wasn't always a fad. Of course, back in the times where it wasn't a fad, everybody thought it was just some hippy-dippy crap that nobody actually believed in. But science is finding that CBD oils are great for you.
Yeah, it's not actually just it's not a fad if it's actually real, legit, and works.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you're not doing it because, oh, it's just funny and all because everyone else is doing it,
Right.
you're doing it because this stuff works.
Yes, it
It's
does.
helpful. You have the brain fog. You have the shakes. You have the tremors. Your body is breaking down because of old age. You feel like your body is breaking down because of old age. It doesn't matter. CBD oil has been proven and is proving to be the way to go to help that.
Right. So maybe you should check it out. Maybe you should try it. 0 side effects.
Name one other form of medication, one other form of anything medicinal
That actually helps you.
that can claim 0 side effects.
0 side effects.
Name one. We'll wait.
No, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to tell you, go to mojo50.com /shop. That's mojo50.com /shop. Use the promo code DEFENDERS, and you can get $15 off the price. Check them out today. Go to mojo50.com /shop. Oh, yeah, by the way, when you're over at Mojo,
Yeah? You mean mojo50.com?
mojo50.com.
That's what I said. Yeah, mojo50.com.
That one. When you're over there,
Yeah.
why don't you help everybody out and, donate $10?
Why not?
Because
But why would I?
Well, when you do that, not only are you helping a radio station that they want to keep the doors open on, they want to provide all this great talent that you see in front of you, not us.
Except for us.
Not us.
There's a reason why we're at the
we're at
end
the
of
end
the day.
for a reason. It's purpose.
Yeah.
All those other great hosts that are on Mojo, all the wonderful personalities that are out there, but you also get some swag when you do it.
Really? Swag?
Yeah, like you get some Mojo 50 stickers, and right now, during this month, you can get your own Handy J sticker.
Is what I was supposed to. I'm sorry, I was not.
I
playing
thought
off
you weren't even.
I was gonna play off of that, but then again, it's
Well, Handy J has created some decals. They're customizable and usable, and you can share them on the Facebooks and the Twitters and all the rest of it. But when you go and you donate to Mojo 50, and all they're asking for is $10, just a measly $10.
hey, it's just to help with shipping. It's good people's.
It's all there.
Get you. The decals are awesome.
The decals are amazing. If you haven't had a decal yet, you should get one anyway.
Yeah.
Check them out today. Go to mojo50.com. Go to the donate button if you haven't already. And if you have, go to the
Thank you.
shop,
Claim your stuff today.
claim your stuff, get it done.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak over on Twitters
Oof.
at DOA Show. Follow us, share us, talk to us. This is where we like to hang out too. Our hashtag arm yourselves. I remember who the plain white tees are, but since at Dylan Lyles knew the words to their song so well, I am now convinced that I will never try on a pair of yoga pants ever in my life.
Ever?
Never ever.
Never, ever.
Never ever.
Forever, ever?
Never ever.
Wow, we're already at another commercial break.
So fast.
I know. It's like 30 minutes or something. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Pink Floyd over on the MeWe's. He still gets his CBD oils the old-fashioned way with THC.
Because he grows his own.
Yeah, probably.
Allegedly.
It's a guess.
I'm just assuming it doesn't. He goes and talks to a guy in a poncho. His name's Hank. In a dark, dirty alley somewhere.
Hank!
No, you don't ever call for Hank.
Oh.
If you yell, it scares him away because he thinks the cops are around. God, do you not know it?
I don't know Hank.
And clearly,
I do know Jack.
I do know Jack. That's yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I caught it.
Thank you.
That's all that matters.
Which is actually funny because that was also my grandpa's name too.
Was it really?
Mhm.
And my uncle.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that a coincidence?
And he's a pastor.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother's a pastor.
Sweet.
This is like 6 steps to
6 degrees.
6 degrees to Kevin Bacon. It's just, but there's no bacon and.
Which, by the way, somebody didn't know that there's an actual website for this for a calculator of any famous person to the degree of Kevin Bacon.
Really?
There is a website.
Of course, there's a website. There's a
There's
website for everything.
It came out in like 2013, dude. It's a website that calculates Kevin Bacon distance. Come on.
Because that's important. That's
Yes, I know the little ditty about Jack and Diane. Hot Rocky with an I. Yes, I do.
We're doing John Mellencamp now?
I guess so.
Oh, wow.
Of course.
Not a day goes by. You're welcome.
Hate you.
I know. It doesn't happen when I usually get you. It's usually the other way around.
It's good times.
All the time. And I got it this
Days go
time.
by and still. All right, coming back.
Welcome back. Second half of the second hour, which is funny to say.
It really is for us.
For us, it is really weird because we only usually do 1 hour because
We're an hour show. That's
Because-
normally that's what we are.
Mojo is not ready for multiples of us. This is why out of the 2 weeks that Dominic is on vacation,
We only have one day.
we have 1 day.
I think Watson had like 5.
Yeah, Watson's had multiple days. There's all the other hosts have done multiple days. We won.
And it's a Tuesday.
And there's a reason why. It was planned, intentional, that way, because in our show, in the third hour, technically it's our third hour, but at 9 o'clock starting, we'll have the pastor, Kerry Melinek, who's with us on every show on Tuesday nights. Or
And that
virtually
way,
every Tuesdays.
that way we can make confession
And yeah, and so we can kind of,
of all the terrible things.
we can kind of beseech and attempt to atone for
Right.
some of the things that we've had to deal with, say it.
Correct.
Hail Marys and all that jazz.
Yes.
Except for none of us didn't.
Everybody on the MeWe is talking yoga pants now.
Yeah, it's
So-
not something you want to see.
No,
I'm telling
it really, not, well, at least not him in it.
it's something.
Rocky with an I has
can't-
the yoga pants.
Yeah.
And so does another listener, Erica.
Erica.
Yep.
Yeah.
She has the yoga pants. Both of them say that they are very comfortable.
Yeah, I can say that they're not. Yeah. And it's not. I'm telling you, you guys want if you haven't seen what they're talking about on the MeWe's, that you don't. Once it's seen, it cannot be unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Just telling you.
Don't do it. Just
do
don't look.
it.
Don't look. Anonymous Trump official writes unprecedented inside take.
Oh, of course. Anonymous.
Anonymous. Anonymous.
Anonymous?
Anonymous.
Why?
The Trump administration official who wrote the anonymous essay about resistance from the inside.
I wonder if they get a lot of resistance from inside.
I don't know. Maybe they should ask Pete.
You maybe should relax.
Mm-hmm. Don't
Just
do it when you got to go through it. Gotcha.
Inch by inch.
The book titled A Warning
Oh my God.
will come out November 19th. The Hatchet Book Group.
Oh, good. 'Cause
That makes perfect sense.
that sounds
They're
real.
doing quite a hatchet job.
I
Hi-oh!
wonder if they planned that, actually.
Uh-huh. Imprint 12 announced Tuesday it would likely set off the biggest Washington guessing game since Primary Colors. The fictional take on Bill Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign that turned out to be written by a journalist, Joe Klein. The anonymous essay appeared in the New York Times on September 2018 and said that many within the administration were actively blocking some of Trump's orders.
You know, that's. I understand that you don't like the president. Some people don't. Believe it or not, shockingly, there are some people who do not approve of the president at all. Not even a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
Shocking to some of you, I'm
Right.
sure.
They don't approve.
But for those of you that have regular jobs like myself and like Steven
Yes.
and everything
Normal
else,
people.
go into your job
Right.
and actively block, some of your boss's orders.
Sure. I'm sure that's going to be great.
Let me know what happens. Because I don't... One, if you're going to actively block it, why are you still there? If you're going to oppose this man from the inside, you're not... And do it anonymously, by the way.
Which you're not.
You're not a hero.
I got to ask, how can you both be anonymous and get a book deal?
I was getting ready to ask the exact same question. Because how does the people getting...
How do they find the guy to get the book deal?
How does the guys giving the book deal know that the person that's approached and said, yes, I am that person? How do they know that's really them?
Right.
There's something afoot at the Circle K. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit here and act like, and he's getting a book deal.
Yes.
I get it. You don't like it. I got it. Find something else to do.
Yeah.
Go do something else.
Something. Anything.
I want to know why these people aren't fired. Because if you're actively blocking it, there has to be some spot somewhere where people can point and go,
Well,
you know what? I've noticed that we were told there's a chain of command. It went like this.
Right.
You were told to go do something, or this
And
is
you
how it's
did
supposed to be,
not
and
do
it
it.
didn't happen. So
Why?
And after the 6th, 8th, 12th, 100th time, you're going to go, we're sorry, so-and-so, but I think it is time you pack your shit and get out. That's kind of...
That's kind of how this works.
Here's your little brown box. Fill it with your crap, and there's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you.
Take it and go.
Yes. Get out quick. You have till 5 o'clock, and security is going to make sure that you leave.
Get out.
And don't come back.
You're fired.
Every day.
That was actually a really
That
good
was
one.
not bad.
Holy crap.
Very
that was just on the
well.
fly. That was nice. Thank you.
Really?
Yep.
We're not here to talk about the president's fly. That's
No. It's huge.
Oh, man. Swiping at that low-hanging fruit, ain't you?
Oh.
Anyway.
Talk about a comeback. 12 is calling the book, quote, an unprecedented behind-the-scenes portrait that offers a shocking first-hand account of President Trump and his record. The author will be identified as, quote, a senior Trump administration official.
So that's it. This book is going to come out, and the where it says at the bottom, such and such is the title, by a senior Trump administration official. That's
Right.
the name they're going to have on there.
Yes.
And people are going, and I'm saying,
And people
this-
are going to believe it?
I was going to say that like that in question, but I know it's not. I know what the answer is, and the answer is yes. But how does that fly? Why? Is there anybody? Please tell me. This is again. I'm a very simple human being. I was homeschooled my whole life. I'm very naive. I admit that out the gate. Enlighten me. There's got to be people out there that know, not because you have support for the president, not because he's your favorite person since sliced bread.
Sure.
But literal common sense. you're going to look at this and say, yes, this can be
Real.
This can be actual. Everything that's in this book has got to be believed because it's from a senior Trump official.
No, actually, I look at it very, very succinctly and say, can you name yourself?
Yeah, if you're
No?
not, yeah, then I'm sorry.
I don't
but
believe you.
Don't believe you. I don't care who you are.
Yes.
Now, if the person's name would be out there,
Mm-hmm.
I would give a little bit of credibility to it. Not, I mean, again,
Maybe.
not tons,
Maybe.
because obviously they're actively against it, so they could be making up all kinds of crap.
Yeah, they could do anything.
But how is it that this person is going to be literally rewarded with a book deal?
Right. And
Again, and we
millions
don't
of
even know how
dollars
they
and-
can accurately be given that. But you're going to get this book deal. You're going to make several,
Millions
thousands
or whatever,
dollars,
yeah.
$1,000 to $1 million on a
right.
book deal, and you're
Yes.
not going to name yourself because you don't want to lose your job on the inside. That's thank you.
Sorry.
Literally, playing one off of the other. I'm just.
Well, in that same vein, actually, before we do that, let's talk about cat coolers.
I hear they're rugged.
They are rugged.
That's what I was told.
Yes. Not only that, but they can cool you down.
You know what? When we have Carrie on in the next hour, remind me. I need to tell her that cat coolers are rugged.
Okay, I'll make sure to remind
Mm-hmm.
you. Did you know that they can keep your ice cold for up to 7 days?
Well, I would hope so. That they're rugged
They are, and they're made in the United States.
because they're rugged.
Well, the other way around, but are also fully customizable.
Because they're rugged.
Yes, of course, and they come in many colors.
But wait! There's more!
There is more.
How much more is there?
I was gonna wait for you to say they're rugged, but
Well, I decided to change it up again. Breaking the monotony, Stephen. Breaking
I know
the
I'm just
monotony.
messing with you. There's just a little bit more.
That's what she said. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Cat coolers are amazing. They have a lifetime warranty to go with every purchase.
Every purchase?
Every purchase of a cat cooler, you get a lifetime warranty for that product. And that is a lifetime of the product.
So beat it up. See what happens.
Yeah, because they're rugged.
They are rugged.
Mm-hmm. You can go to catcoolers.com today. Go look at their wares and see what you like. Catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, Steven, and you can get 10% off when you purchase. That's catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven. Get you 10% off. What?
Okay, get off of that, stupid.
That's okay. Get off of that.
Dang.
You should stop that anyway. So top Democrats,
It's not appropriate for the show.
top Democrats express outrage.
Wait.
Outrage!
Over Trump's use of the word lynching.
So so what you're saying is when they say lynching, or when Trump
When
used
Trump used the word lynching.
they hear this?
PTSD!
Well, more so, they're just all about this.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Yes, they're all about
She
that.
is such a delight.
She is wonderful, isn't she?
Like a nail in the foot.
Uh-huh. So, Donald Trump tweeted, "So someday, if a Democrat becomes president and the Republicans win the House, even by a tiny margin, they can impeach the president without due process or fairness or any legal rights. All Republicans must remember that what they are witnessing here, a lynching. But we will win."
You know what this is? This is the crosshairs
Oh, yeah.
all over again.
Yeah.
You can't use crosshairs when you're talking about targeting something because that could be taken out of context.
You
and be
can't use the
taken-
word targeting either.
Yeah.
But I'll meet you at the crossroads. So you won't be lonely. Yes, Mojo Groupie. Cat coolers can withstand liquid nitrogen.
Don't ask us how we know that.
Just know that we know.
It's better. It's best that you don't know.
That's right. Now, see, here's the thing.
Stay out of my bathroom.
Here's the rub.
Good.
Democrats are all complaining about this, using the word lynching.
Again, this goes right back to the crap with
What went on
What?
in 24 years ago with the President of the United States. This day feels to me
By the way, this is from 1998.
Jim McDermott.
like we're taking a step down the road to becoming a political lynch mob.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Did I just hear you say
Jim McDermott.
Jim McDermott from
How dare you, sir?
1998?
Jim Mc...
To becoming a political lynch mob.
Did I
How
just
dare you?
To becoming a political lynch mob.
How dare you?
To becoming a political lynch mob.
So it is
We're
okay. It is okay to talk about in the 90s
Yes.
to refer to a political lynch mob when referring to Clinton's impeachment.
Yes.
But
Bill Clinton,
the sitting
president
active president of the United States
at that time.
can't scare the hell out of me. He can't talk about lynching. I'm really getting tired of this whole word police crap that we're doing.
Yes.
I really am.
Right.
I'm tired of do as I say, not as I do. I'm tired of people sticking their nose into stuff that doesn't concern them.
Pete Buttigieg.
I'm tired of it. I don't care. Stay in your lane. Live your life. Do your thing. Leave me the hell alone in
And-
every way.
But at this point,
To be fair.
yes. To be fair,
To be fair.
what we're talking about here is the president of the United States going out on Twitter and saying that they are politically lynching him,
Which is truth.
which is basically what McDermott said
Was happening to Clinton.
in 98.
92.
98.
That was 92.
That was 1988.
Would you like to go back and pull it up?
It said 1198.
Where?
Right there. 98.
Oh, I'll be damned. It does say 98.
Look at you.
Oh, look at me. Oh, that's right. 92 was
Uh-huh.
Daddy Bush.
Daddy Bush.
Daddy Bush. Sorry.
That's what they call ma'am now.
It is ma'am.
Thank you. That's called Daddy Bush.
That's disgusting.
You're welcome for all of that.
That's never going to leave my brain.
Every now and again, I get a good one.
Every now. So, I got some shocking news.
What? Okay, can I prepare for it?
Please do. Prep yourself. Everybody,
All right.
take a breath.
Preparation H.
Breathe in. Don't you dare. Everybody breathe in. Take a moment. This is going to take everyone.
Okay.
This is going to be shocking. No one's seen this coming. Just
Only
ready
she could.
yourself. This is from Reuters. Bulimia has now been tied to higher risk of heart disease and premature birth. I know. Every last one of you listening to this are completely shocked.
If I could do a spit take,
Flabbergasted.
if I could do a spit take and not damage all this equipment, I would.
And not waste perfectly good APR coffee.
That is also true. This is amazing coffee. I don't want to
Don't
waste
waste it.
I want like random piss swill of beer
Just to...
just to spit it out.
Women hospitalized for bulimia may have more likely developed heart disease and died prematurely in a recent study. Researchers compared 818 women hospitalized for bulimia
Yeah.
and more than 415,000 women hospitalized for pregnancy-related events. At the start, the women were 28 years old on average. During the next 12 years, the women hospitalized for bulimia had more than 4 times the risk of having events like heart attacks and strokes or even dying than other women in the study. Quote, bulimia is known to have an acute implications on the heart, but the long-term impact hasn't never been previously studied, end quote, said Dr. Natalie Auger, the University of Montreal Hospital Research Center.
Well, so what doesn't really when you have bulimia.
Yeah. When you eat and you're like, I don't want this no more. And instead of letting your body process it out of you the natural way, you decide to speed it up a little bit.
And spit it back out.
Yes.
You know, look, when it comes to that, when it comes to that, not only are you tearing up your esophagus, not only are you
Comes to that.
Thank you. Not only are you destroying your teeth,
Oh yeah.
not only are you melting your taste buds,
Why? Not only are you not actually
making
getting
yourself
any nutrients.
you're you're making sure you're malnourished.
Yes.
You're making sure you have no health whatsoever.
No.
And you're literally destroying
Literally.
your entire body. You know, we just talked about Atrantil in the last hour.
Yeah.
It might be a need to talk about it again here.
Well, not if you can't keep it down because you keep shoving your finger down your
Well, that's the thing. Instead of shoving your finger down your throat and then spitting it back out, maybe you should just take some Atrantil.
Look, before we go into that real fast, let's just make something
Let's
clear.
make sure we clear it up.
Make sure something
Yeah,
clear.
Got it cleared up.
Bulimia is a psychiatric issue. Okay? It's a disorder. It's a mental thing. It's not something that you know people have like this kind of stuff all the time. We're not trying to make light of bulimia. Okay? It is an issue. Left untreated, just so we're clear, left untreated can kill you, is all we're trying to say.
It will kill you.
So all you need to do is you can't be afraid to go look into it. To go, you know what, doc, for the past 2 years, 3 years, however long you've made it thus far, of course, you probably won't have to say anything because, you know, the orange, the gray colored skin, the lack of any actual body tissue whatsoever.
And your teeth rotting away.
And the nice little orange ring amount around your mouth.
Which
It'll
happens.
be kind of obvious.
Yes.
And the doc will go, holy smokes, I think you have bulimia. And you're going to go, what gave it away?
It's like, really, doc? How'd you know?
I'll be damned. You're a genius. You need to have that looked at, just like everybody, all these other things. You don't take this lightly, folks. This is not, we joke and we try to lighten it a little bit because this is a very serious thing. A lot of people just think it's okay, and it's not. What? Did I not? I'm trying to be serious, and you're laughing. How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry. I was looking at the Twitters.
How dare you?
I was looking at the Twitters. Continue with
So
the
just so
story.
we're clear, bulimia is not something to be taken lightly. We're not joking about it because we don't care.
No.
We're joking because
it's the easiest way to take the pill.
The jagged little pill?
Yes. You know, a spoonful of sugar helps
The
it all
medicine
go
go
down.
down?
Yeah.
The medicine
Go down. The medicine go down.
Go down.
Yes. Speaking of medicine, maybe you should drop half your medicines and go to Atrantil.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
It really does. Atrantil not only helps your body feel better, it has an anti-aging property because it is a blend of polyphenols. That's the same thing that gives color to fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, don't talk down to me.
It's good stuff, man, and it helps the gut biome in your system. See all that gut bacteria and all the rest of it. You got to have good gut health. If you don't have good gut health, you're sluggish, you don't wake up, you don't keep going, you pass out halfway during the day.
You gain weight.
You gain a lot of weight, you keep a lot of water, you lose all your muscle. All the bad stuff that happens to you is probably because your gut health is destroyed from all the crap that you eat on a daily basis or throw up if you have bulimia.
Well, yeah. You got to kind of get the crap out of you. No pun intended, by the way.
No, there's a pun there.
You kind of have to get it out. There's a reason why it's trying to get out of your body. It's not meant to stay there. And
Right. Get it out.
You get it out.
Maybe
with
you need to flush it.
Atrantil.
Go to lovemytummy.com/mojo. That's lovemytummy.com/mojo. You can get a 3-month supply of Atrantil over there for $99. Normally $39.95 a box. You get it $99 for a 3-month supply. That's $20 Sam's downtown right off the top. Go to lovemytummy.com/mojo. Over on the Twitters, Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Daddy Bush, also known as Macho Ma'am Tranny Savage.
Oh, yeah. It is man.
Oh, yeah.
So bad. So bad.
Oh,
I love it.
Man,
I love it.
So good. I love it. It's wonderful.
This poor people and the bulimia thing has got me bothered. You read it like the women hospitalized with bulimia were more than 5 times more likely to have a heart attack and more than 6 times more likely to have coronary artery disease.
It's because their entire body is telling them to stop, but they
don't.
Yeah, right.
It's God bless you.
It's the exact opposite of that love song. You know, my mind is telling me no.
But my body, R. Kelly. We're going R. Kelly?
Yeah, we're going.
But my body.
My body's telling me yes. It's the exact.
Baby, you. Okay, sorry.
It's the exact opposite.
It is the exact opposite.
My body's telling me no, but my mind
is telling me yes.
My mind is telling me yes. That's it. That's
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it. So before we go, after having lost all of Izzo's audience,
yes,
like
every single
2
one
hours
of them.
ago,
Yeah, that was when we first opened.
we have a video that
yes.
we need to play. Steven is like literally tickled pink.
This woman is great. Like, just listen to her and be amazed. It is wonderful.
If it'll play.
If it plays.
It's not going to play.
It'll not play now, and it'll be here it goes.
I'm Jessica Taylor. I grew up in rural Alabama, hunting, fishing, and four-wheeling.
And you can tell she's from rural.
That's awesome.
But basketball was my first love. This was my squad. We went to the Alabama Final Four. More on squads later. I put myself through college waiting tables, earned my law degree at night, and joined the governor's staff, determined to change the world. There I learned how private citizens can solve problems better than government ever could. So I left to start a business, but I kept the handsome veteran I met in the Capitol mailroom.
She likes vets.
Brian and I have 3 great kids, Sam, Fair, and Jackson. Brian continues to serve our state and country while I work to grow my small business, create jobs, and solve problems, helping schools, communities, and nonprofits across Alabama do amazing things. So what's next? Well, like you, I'm tired of arrogant socialists like AOC who've never even run a lemonade stand telling us how we should live in Alabama. And
yes!
More government is the answer. I'm a steadfast conservative, a mom, a patriot, a business owner, and job creator. And even though it might trigger a few liberals, I'll fight to protect life, the Second Amendment, our borders, our military, our families, and President Trump from Socialist in the Swamp. And I won't apologize for it. I'm Jessica Taylor, and I'm running for Congress. I have zero interest in being a professional politician, but conservatives like us need a squad of our own, and I'll build it. So Alabama, put me in the game.
She did a no-look, behind-the-head hook shot into the basket. How many times do you think it took her to make that? Like, how many times do you think like she had to do that last line and throw the ball before she made it?
No, I don't know. I mean, she's played basketball, so she's probably fairly good at it. However, I would probably be inclined to think that she probably had it arranged where she just tossed it more up, and there's a guy that caught the ball midair and had another guy directly over the basket and just kind of drop it.
Yeah,
to be safe. I mean, I would, because that.
That was
a very long.
The ball never lost. It never left the camera site though.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No,
back
not that.
it. Yes, it did. We'll
you're
look at it later.
You're probably right. Yeah.
That's how I would do it anyway, to make sure, because that was it was a great speech, and that was not edited. She didn't stop at all. So
that last little part where she said, "I am not a career politician."
No, they all say that. They all say that, and I'm sorry. However, I
want that to be real.
I want that to be real. I'm actually very intrigued. I'm considering. I think we might need to actually see about getting her on.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'm dead serious. Like it's just
if anybody has any connections in Alabama,
who would we have that's in Alabama? I could think of a couple people. And actually, there's some of them I know that you don't that are in Alabama. I might be able to.
Hey, those people in Alabama.
But I'm just saying, like, one of the things that we try to do, like we've tried to do, and I know Doc back, God rest his soul, when he was around, was, he used to do the same thing. Election time's coming up. There's a lot of people like this Jessica Taylor lady who's coming into the mix trying to run.
Yes.
Who need a fighting chance. Who need to get at least a little bit of exposure.
Yes.
And if she is everything that she says she is,
which I really hope she is.
We hope she is, but you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. But if she is anything,
if she's even half of what she said in that thing,
yeah, that she'll be.
She's better than 90% of what's already there.
Exactly, and she needs to be given at least a chance to speak and a platform to speak. So I think
she should be given a chance to go and actually get up in there.
Yeah, by God. So we'll see about trying to reach out to her and get her on in the the very near future. And anybody else, if you guys have got, this is to be spoken of as well, good info at DOAE Show.
If you have people you want us to talk to, you would like us to have interviewed, we can do it.
Anybody, yes, it's anybody who's running, new candidates possibly running in your state for whatever. Let us know, send us everything, drop us the line, blah, blah, blah. That's
all the rest of it.
We'll get them on, do our best to get them on.
Yes.
We did it last year.
We
Not
did.
last year, we did last election.
Last election, we got them all on and got everything going, and it was great times.
Good times.
Just let us know.
Go to DOAEshow.com. That's our website.
That's right. Also go to mojo50.com.
Indeed. Follow us at DOAE Show.
All the social medias.
All of them. Please follow us, like, and share everything. Guys, we appreciate it so much. Thanks to Dominic Izzo for letting us kind of sit in and ruin his reputation.
And his show.
And his show. That's why, again, we're only here once.
Ever.
So those of you that don't like it,
it's okay. Somebody else is going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, you won't have to see us ever again. Those of you that do like us, our actual show, our real show, 9 p.m. Eastern, daily, comes after Rants of Izzo.
So next.
Don't go nowhere.
Because it's going to be next.
We're going to be right back.
And we're going to have Pastor Carrie with us.
Yes, Carrie Melinak is going to be on.
It's amazing.
Guys, thank you so much for everything that y'all do and for hanging out with us and supporting us. Mojo50.com. Find us on iHeartRadio. I don't know what else to say, but y'all have a great night.
Normally we have a sign off and the whole rest of it. You know what?
You want to hear that?
Let's do this.
You want to hear that? Listen to our show.
That's right.
Bye.
For those behind the scenes, hello.
Hi. Now we get to get ready for our show.
Yeah, let's kind of set that up.
Nothing.
Let's get Carrie. Well, we have a few things.
Remember? Oh, dear Lord.
All right, Carrie. Are you going to answer that? Oh, this doesn't sound good.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't like this.
Missed call. She tried calling us.
Oh. Why would she do
How
that?
did that
That's
happen?
weird. All right. I don't want to miss a call from Carrie. I want to call Carrie. Yeah, we're going to do it this way.
There it
go.
is. Okay.
Hi.
Weird. Hi. So you guys have been talking for 2 hours already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So guess what? The show is yours. We're going to sit back and... No, I'm kidding.
I know, it's fine.
Nope.
Nope. That's not how this is going to work.
Nope.
All right. So we have a question from a listener, and I'm going to do it technically off the air. I mean, we're still on the air for like video purposes and stuff.
Because
But
it's easier to not stop. But
yeah, it's easier not to stop and break it up. But one of the listeners, Mojo50 groupie, she is, what is it? I think she's down there in Texas right now. She's
or Oklahoma, somewhere like that.
She's trying, like I said, okay. Still, if you can ask her about it. Yeah. So
Okay.
she's looking at either trying to get in contact with either you or Keith. She doesn't have the Twitters. She was going to direct message you, but she doesn't really have Twitters.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to find out about possibly getting a tour at the Blaze.
Ah, okay. Tour of the Blaze.
I'm guessing that has to be way in advance.
Well, that's a good question. I can ask. I don't know. When I worked there, every once in a while, a drop-in type thing
Wasn't
could
a bad
happen.
deal. Right.
What?
It wasn't a bad thing, you know.
Well, but it was still, I mean,
It was
uh,
weird.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things.
So how do we get in touch with her?
Well, my wife has her number, so and she's okay with me giving out her number to you directly.
Okay.
So we could just text
Okay.
you or
So we
send
can
the
text
number.
it to you or send it to you once I
Okay.
get it.
Cool.
But she's trying to get in contact with either you or Keith to figure out if there's a way to get that to make that happen.
Let
somehow.
me text Keith. I don't know if he's awake right now.
Well, I
or
mean, it doesn't
not.
have to be right this second because we got the
No,
show
no, no.
and stuff.
Yeah,
to do.
we're
But
about to
just,
do
it
the
was just
show.
something to put
Yeah.
a bug in your ear. And,
I just
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to kind of
yeah.
let you know. But we got the
and we'll remind you when it's over with too.
yeah.
Okay, cool beans.
So, no listicle? Darn.
No listicle.
I can't find listicles when I want to.
But we
no,
have
I thought that the Kellogg's thing was really interesting, and I
interesting.
thought that hold on a second here. I'm losing
Losing your religion?
I never understood that. Like come in the Midwest, that seemed like a bad thing to say.
That's a bad word.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
but-
You're getting angry and upset.
Yeah,
that's
but
what he's
then,
saying.
Well, but I mean, it seemed I didn't understand what it was, and then we lived in the South, and
okay.
well, Keith grew up in the South, but when I moved to the South, and then had like went to church with little kids, it made sense.
Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5, 3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hi. It's
It's
almost,
that day.
It's almost like
We've been talking for 2 hours or something.
God. It feels like it, doesn't it? Oh, it's right because we have.
Oh, yeah.
Those of you that haven't been paying attention, those of you not privy to the situation, we've just filled in for Dominic Izzo on his show. So we've been on for now 2 hours.
Right.
Going for a third of our usual show. Welcome to Defenders Live on Mojo 50. Thank you for hanging out with us. Go to doaeshow.com. Check out everything over there. Go to mojo50.com. See all the other hosts, the better people that, much better people than us.
Much better people than us.
Dear God, much better than
I mean,
us.
we have to have Carrie on just to get people to listen.
I know. It's the sad part about it. At DOA Show on all the social medias, primarily the Facebooks, the Twitters, and the MeWe's is where we do most of the hanging out, because if you start getting too much beyond that, it's hard for us.
It gets daunting.
It's hard for us old people, at least myself, to keep up with.
That old person.
I'm old and hang up. We are also on Freedom Hard, which is a new website. It is very similar to the Facebooks.
Because, by the way, freedom isn't easy.
No, it isn't. That's hint the joke. We usually would do a bell for the hard part. We should have been, but we haven't, and I apologize.
But we didn't.
Why is this not loading? I'm just got to read it off of you.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Oh,
for
that's
me.
not.
It's being a jerk.
It's because it's
I know,
from that place.
I know that place that we shall not name.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, we have Carrie with us tonight, don't we?
Well, have I played the music yet?
I don't know. Have you?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the first person to ever get our own theme song.
Yes.
That's
From our
super
show.
exciting.
It is. I like, and it's a good song. It's fitting. It works out good. Carrie
really
Malinak.
Fun. I'm always ready for a miracle.
And more people, like everybody should be. We've given up on the idea that miracles actually happen anymore. Like to normal people, I don't think that they actually believe in a miracle, let alone that it will ever happen.
Yeah.
I have a really cool miracle story.
Cool.
Sure. Let us know.
Let her rip.
I think it's okay to share.
Okay.
Because it's a good thing. It's a good, joyous, wonderful miracle.
Names and
So-
places may be changed to protect the innocent.
I won't use any names.
Okay.
I won't even use a gender, maybe, unless I.
Oh, well, it might slip.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
very
so-
aggressive of you.
Gender might slip.
Yes. Which, I just saw a breaking news story about something dealing with that, but I digress. Anyway, so the miracle story, because it's always good to start out with something good.
Yes.
So a person
Yes.
was told to have his or her eye removed. It was dead. It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't
Have
cancerous.
there.
Nothing was happening with it,
Mhm.
but it had died, and it was
Oh.
painful. And this person just did not want to get it removed, did not want to get it removed. It wasn't painful enough to the point where he or she wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And this was 7 years. 7 years. There was an eye
Wow.
hemorrhage.
It's a long time.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. No vision, nothing. And this person went to the eye doctor,
Uh-huh.
and the eye doctor looked in the eye and kind of stepped back. And the patient said, you see something different. What's going on? And the doctor said, the hemorrhage that has been there for the past 7 years is not there.
Wow.
Wow.
And this person has started gaining sight back.
Wow.
Very cool.
See?
Total miracle. And the doctor, said, I can't explain this. And the person said, I've been prayed for a lot.
I've got an idea. I might have a suggestion for you, sir.
I think the
Yes.
prayer might be good things.
Look, this
Yeah.
is just along the same line. This is just another point to reinforce the same thing when it comes to is our favorite topic, abortion. You don't know what the future holds. I don't care what doctors say. I don't care what schools they go to or how much education they think they have.
Yes.
You can't predict it perfectly. There might be other plans. God may have a plan set up for you in a way that you will never know. And to actively kind of step in front of that. And that's not to say that if this person had gotten the eye removed, that, it would be outside of God's will or whatever. But there was obviously a reason there that this individual went for 7 years. That's a long time.
That is a very long time.
That something convinced this person not to do this. And
Because it's very extreme.
that it is. Once it's gone, it's gone. There's no going back. And I just, that's awesome. That is
So
awesome.
it was a real miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Regained sight. Just amazing.
That is awesome.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Unlike our point of topic tonight.
About cereal.
About Cyril.
Everybody likes cereal.
Well,
Don't get so serial.
when I'm pouring my cereal in the morning, I'm thinking, I need an agenda. And you know what? I need a sexualized agenda with my cereal.
'Cause
Because
yeah,
that's what
That is all I think about.
Nothing says sex like a box of cereal.
Cheerios?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because
Well, Cheerios doesn't. Cheerios is completely out of this. They're wicked.
well, it depends on what you're looking at.
Something wicked this way comes.
So basically what Carrie is saying is she's actually woke before she's woke.
That's right. She wakes
Yes.
up woke.
She wakes up woke.
I wake up woke.
She's-
Absolutely.
Premature woking.
She was the
I-
woked.
The what?
The wokest dead.
The woke is dead.
The woke is dead. It's just
That works so well.
so.
There's
This
so
story
many
is-
levels of that.
This irritates me because we've kind of had a unintentional running theme for the past couple shows, actually, not
True.
just of things just kind of being shoved down people's throats and in their face, and there you
Even I'll
go.
give that bell.
Yeah,
There it is.
and that ultimately is the problem. Everybody would. We had this. And actually, I said this Monday? Was it Monday or Friday? When it comes to whether your sexual orientation or your preference or whatever, it's the exact same thing as whether or not you like pineapple on a pizza or not.
It's the same deal.
Oh, are we really going there?
Oh,
That is
we're not.
what-
Hold on. We're not saying which is which. We're just saying
We're not
it's
going
a
there.
preference. It is
Okay.
a preference. What you and to make it clear, we're talking about Kellogg's has launched an LGBT themed.
Technically, it's an anti-bullying
It's
campaign.
an inclusivity
But-
That's why it's all colorful and says together.
and
Well,
rainbow colored.
And it has this specific, and Kellogg's is donating $50,000 to GLAAD.
Yes. So, but it has
And they're
nothing.
partnering with
Nothing to
GLAAD
do,
in
GLAAD.
this.
It has
but
nothing
they're
to do
trying to
with-
say it's an anti-bullying.
Yes.
Right.
Anti-bullying.
It's got nothing to do with quilt bags.
Nothing to do with it whatsoever. I'm tired of this whole thing because I don't care what anybody wants to say. You're not born. I mean, you could. Okay, let me phrase this. You're born with the preferences that you have. Okay. To a point. To a point. Okay. If you like pineapple on your pizza, then you like pineapple on your pizza. There are people who disagree with you. Okay. Period. Hands down. I don't care if you like pepperoni on your pizza. I will tell you that I don't like it. I think that it is a sin, an abomination before God Almighty. But I will say that and then sit there with you and eat pizza with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
Don't
I'll eat
care.
my pizza.
I will eat my pizza and you will eat your pizza and we will talk about whatever.
And you will have your fruit.
The same thing applies to homosexuality or anything else for that matter, political affiliation, whatever. You have your preference. I have mine. You want to tell me about yours? Cool. I'll tell you where I agree. If I don't agree, where and why. And then after that, I'm going to do mine. You go do yours. And that'll be it.
But Dylan, this is a special cereal.
What's interesting is that on the box, it's the characters. I was wondering if there was going to be this huge, like, guess which one is actually gay or guess which one is actually a woman out of Snap, Crackle, and Pop. But that's not the case.
Well, three guys living together in a tree. What do you think?
One of them's transitioning. That's all.
No, none of them are transitioning. They're all gay.
Oh, duh.
The transition
no,
one
no,
is-
you're thinking of the Keebler elves. Those are the ones that live in a tree.
No, if you actually look.
This is Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
But based off the picture of the box, I would argue the transitioning one is actually the rooster from Frosted Flakes. Or from Corn Flakes.
Cornflakes?
Because that does not look like the rooster I remember as a kid.
It doesn't.
That's the transitioning one.
You're right.
Period.
You're right.
I think you're right.
End of story.
All the rest of them look exactly the same.
Yep.
He's changed.
Yep.
And
You're
in
right.
not a good way.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good
No,
way.
you're totally right. So it shows this bowl of cereal
more
with
colorful.
let's see, cornflakes, Raisin Bran,
Ew.
Rice Krispies, Frosted
Ew.
Flakes, Frosted Mini Wheat,
Stop.
and Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
that's fruity.
I've got. Shut up. You stupid. I've got. Go. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I got to tell you a story when I'm done.
When you actually open up the box, it has 6 individualized.
So they're not actually
packages.
mixed. They're
not actually together. They're just in the same box.
Oh, no. So that is perfect example of liberalism.
Yeah, we're going to segregate everybody in their own little groups.
And then put them in the same box.
And put them in the same box. You can't all actually be together.
But
you're together.
You're together.
No.
We're going to segment you together.
The thing that makes me giggle about this particular box, and until you said that, it was actually really good now. But so when I was a kid growing up, my mother's very clear.
Yeah.
One box of cereal got opened.
Yes.
And when that box got finished, you can open up another one. There's no having 6 or 8 boxes or however many open. It's one at a time.
Yes.
And there was always an exciting time to see if you were the lucky lottery winner to get half of one and then half of the other.
Oh.
Okay?
Back in the day.
That's what we used to do. And it would be really good when you're, oh, great, we have just regular Cheerios, but we were able to get a cheap box of Frosted Flakes or Mini Wheats or whatever, so you get that little bit of sugar thrown in there. Oh, it was like winning the lottery. I'm telling you what. I got excited over that stuff. This makes me want to vomit.
I can't do the mixing cereals.
Really?
Right.
No.
You segregate your cereal?
Are you
I
saying,
do.
Look, so what
You
Kellogg's is...
I'm a cereal segregator.
You're a cereal bigot.
Now, so what they've done is they've said they're telling everybody to come together right now.
Come
Over
together
me?
to be apart.
Right.
Pour some sugar on me.
Pour some sugar on me. Yeah. In the name of love.
Ew.
Because to promote diversity and acceptance, no matter who you love.
And again, it's a preface. Like you don't need it. Look, you don't need a month. You don't need a week. You don't need a parade.
The best thing.
Nobody cares. There's I go back to the pineapple on pizza. There's nobody out there. There's no pineapple pizza month. There's no Hawaiian pizza month. There's no Hawaiian pizza parade. Nobody cares because it's not important. It's not important who you prefer to go to bed with.
Now, what I will say is the best thing.
Oh my God.
There's one good thing about the box.
That you can make it into a mask later? I don't know.
That it's $20, same as downtown.
Who's going to pay $20 for a box of cereal? of mixed cereal that's not even mixed.
It's unmixed
Is
mixed
it really
cereal.
$20?
Yes, $19.99 special edition.
Okay, yeah, I saw that, but I thought that maybe that was a different.
No, that's this.
Because that's really.
That's very
that
expensive.
alone is
You re-
irritating.
You could buy like how many different flavors or how many different brands?
Six different brands. You can buy a single box of each for less than that.
less than what it costs, and you mix them yourself.
So you're gonna have more. Well, you have to mix them yourself anyway.
Right.
No, yeah, exactly. But you
Right.
can get like a
You could
full
actually get
box of-
more.
yeah, you
Right.
can do this several times, not like
Once.
twice, maybe.
Because it's the mini bags. You know it's the mini
Oh,
bags.
It is.
It's the
Yes.
mini bags. And so they're not even a full bowl of cereal.
No.
Which, by the way, how do you make your cereal? I want to know.
Like, how do I prepare it? Like,
Yes, how do you prep
okay,
it?
so I get a bowl out.
Yes.
I pour my cereal.
Yes.
And then I pour the milk on it.
Thank you.
Who's a reverser?
My
Are one of you a
wife.
reverse?
My
Okay.
wife.
What?
What?
My wife.
If I'd have known that, I would not be sleeping on your couch.
Do you go to counseling for this?
He's considered
No,
divorced
I
a
just-
couple times.
I leave it alone is what I do.
He waits for that opportune moment when he's in an argument and then turns around and go, yeah, well, at least I know how to eat my cereal properly.
Ha!
In your face.
Gosh. I think that
she
would
does it
be,
for the
I would
kids.
have to leave the room. That would make my skin crawl watching that preparation
And she does
happen.
it for the kids. She's like, but I want to like eat it. I want to.
So she's passing it on?
Her explanation of this is, I want every bite to be crunchy.
Then don't add milk.
But she wants milk.
Then get a cup.
But she wants milk in the bowl.
People in hell want ice water.
So she
I'm
does.
just-
Look, so what she does is she literally she pours the bowl, she pours milk in the bowl, and then she puts a layer of cereal on top, eats that, pours another layer on top,
Okay.
eats that, pours another layer on top, eats that, and she could literally go through an entire box of cereal if she isn't stopped because she does it like that.
Okay, I will admit that if I go back for a second bowl and I still
You
have
pour
milk
it
in
on
there,
top.
I'll pour it on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But that's
Yeah.
the only time.
That's the second bowl, though.
That's
Yeah,
your
it
second.
is. And I still add milk on top of that.
Right.
Yes.
And that's like your walking cookie, you know.
Yeah.
That's the walking cookie.
The walking milk.
You got to have it's there.
Because you know there's going to be parts of the cereal that's going to fall out and
And
spill
you
over the top of the
know.
bowl, and you catch it and you're eating it.
And
go.
you know that by the time you drink that milk, it is going to be so good.
So good.
Because it's not going to be
So
hot,
good.
but it's not going to be cold. It's going to be
It'd be
tons
perfect.
of
Flavored.
flavored. Yes.
So good.
There was a drink at a coffee shop that it has a certain, it has like a cream on top of this cold coffee, and I said, well, what does this cream taste like? And the guy said, well, I don't know, they say it tastes like this and this, and I said no, but it was a really familiar flavor, and I realized
Cereal
it
milk.
tasted like milk from the cereal bowl after eating Lucky Charms. It was amazing.
Oh, that has to be so good.
It was amazing. It was really, really good. And I
Asking-
said, I don't know how you fit that descriptor as an advertising point, but
you need to.
it
Still.
really is what it tastes like.
Asking for a friend Jackhole over on the Twitter real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I eat my cereal without milk.
See that, and that's fine.
That
too.
is acceptable
That is
depending on
acceptable.
what cereal it is. And do you eat it with a spoon or do you?
Just out of the box, I'm guessing.
That's possible.
I'm guessing hand in box.
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. First off, did Carrie say that the doctor looked into her eye? He thinks that you may have slipped the gender in there earlier when you were telling your
You
story.
slip of the tongue.
Slip of the tongue.
Also, Doc Thompson
I
got
thought I
run over
said
by an
his or
Amtrak.
her.
I might have been. I know you
you
said it at
prob-
least once, but
We were kind of over talking a little bit. Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak as well. Isn't Fruity Pebbles the gay one?
and
Well,
it all
that's
tastes.
Barney and
They all taste. No, with
Fred.
Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yeah. Fruity
Right?
Pebbles.
But they throw Dino in there. Why?
Why?
Is there there's some weird thing going on?
Cocoa Pebbles.
Doc Thompson also got ran over by an Amtrak. Well, he didn't also get ran over by an Amtrak. Doc Thompson got ran over
Doc Thompson got
there
ran
you
over
go.
by an
Thank
Amtrak.
you. You know what I need in my cereal? A killer. Because why the hell not? Apparently, he agrees with other people that pineapple goes on pizza.
I don't believe we're discussing that here.
Moving right
We're
along.
not moving along.
Kellogg's is releasing a cereal. Asking for a friend Jackal. Kellogg's is releasing a cereal that I created when I was 7. I demand royalties. That's what I'm
Did you create
saying.
it with the intent to fight bullying?
No, he created it with the intent of eating it.
Eating it like normal people do with celery.
Cereal.
Well, that's like, oh my gosh, we would go to the roller skating rink and get, order the suicide where
sorry.
it's every single soda in one cup. Who knew that we were actually fighting for gay rights at that time?
Yeah,
Can I just thank you for aging yourself?
I used to go to the skating rink.
When you live in small town USA, the roller rink is all there is. And I clung to it.
That and cruising up and down the strip in front of
Main
Walmart.
Street.
And in front of Walmart and Main Street, you walk back and you just drive it up and down, listening to tunes.
So I cruised Main Street once with my grandparents because they were staying with us. And they said, well, what's fun to do? And we were little. And we said, oh, people cruise Maine. And we went up and down Maine. And my grandpa was so funny. He was hollering out, woo!
We're cool. Look at us.
But the funniest thing, there was a trophy shop on the corner of the street. I can't remember, 2 streets, obviously. And the trophy shop was called Winner's Circle. And it had a stoop. And you would look at the winner's circle, and the people sitting on the stoop were the antithesis of winner. And it was really funny. It was very funny.
Awesome.
That is so good.
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak again over on Twitter's. I know. Let's move on to snack cakes. Like Little Debbie and the cream pies. Ding dongs and ho-hos.
Okay.
Donna Ray Ivy over on the Facebook. No gaying the kids' cereal.
And this is, again, if it's a legit situation. In the Middle East, they are killing gays.
Yes.
Homosexuals are being literally hunted and slaughtered.
That is truly literal.
They need some $20 a box cereal.
That's right.
That's where you need to have the
That'll stop it
cereal.
all.
That's where you need to have this stuff kind of thrown out there and beaten constantly. Not here.
How do you eat your gay cereal? Vida machete. Poof.
Let's throw it over the building first.
How do you eat your gay cereal? I think that's my favorite question.
Because I'm happy. Oh, speaking of, hey,
No,
Carrie?
no, we got to
Carrie?
set it. No.
What?
In the break, we'll set it up.
We'll set it?
We'll set it up
okay,
in the break.
we'll do that. Okay, fine.
So close.
Okay.
So close.
Not
it's
yet.
there.
We have a thing we have to have you help us with.
We have to have you do this with us. But before we do that, let me tell you about some cat coolers.
Okay. Are they
Yes.
rugged?
They
are.
Oh, cool.
She already knew.
How did you
I've
know?
heard that somewhere.
Ah, see, that is what I'm talking about. Always informed, always ready. The Carrie Malinek. Cat coolers are indeed rugged. They do keep your ice cold.
I heard they're rugged.
They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days because of the ruggedness.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'll be damned.
They're made in the USA.
Because they're rugged.
Fully customizable.
Because they're rugged.
And they come in many colors.
Because they're rugged.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
I heard they're rugged.
They are rugged, and because of their ruggedness, you get a lifetime warranty whenever you purchase one. And that's a lifetime warranty of the product, not of you.
Rugged.
So rugged. Go to catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com and use my name, Steven, Steven. You can get 10% off of your purchase price when you go to catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven. What?
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak.
Rugged.
I thought the suicide was the transgender drink. Wait, I think I'm going to hell for that one.
Yes, you are.
That's
You get a bell, though.
That is. That was good.
You get a bell.
It's
Good
like.
try. Good try.
Like.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend, Jack Hole on Twitter, too. If your small town has a Walmart, it isn't a small town. When I was growing up, that's actually true.
I was born in a small town.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
You're
gosh,
gonna-
I'm trying
are you
to
gonna
think of
live
the
in a
next
small
line.
town?
Dang it.
Yes, I am.
And you going to die in a small town?
No.
That's where I was going.
That's, yeah. It's
That's
always,
exactly where I was going.
Look, if you... lesson is, two things with Steven. If you get stuck, it's either A, a show tune, B, John Mellencamp.
No,
One of the
it's
two.
not. It's not John Mellencamp.
I mean, not John Mellencamp. It
It's
was.
any song.
It's
any song.
But no, that in particular, like tonight has been.
Oh well, that's
John
not my
Mellencamp.
fault. Other people started it.
That's blame other people.
I am blaming other people.
It's other people's fault.
Rocky with an I.
I love that song. You know, the first time I heard that song. So again, I'm gonna date myself now.
Little Pink Houses for you and me.
No, stop.
Not-
Ugh. I remember when Sports Illustrated actually did sports.
Oh yeah,
and it was a special thing to have
before they had Jenner on there.
Yeah, and he was Bruce.
Yeah.
Every year they would, or not say every year, they would do the basketball, and they would do it on VHS. Had a VHS of all the popular and up and coming stars, and it had it would play classic music like that. It's just classic now,
right?
To each guys, and that was John Mellencamp's.
By the way,
Small Town was Larry Bird. It was Larry Bird's.
You deserve this
How dare you?
for dead naming.
Whatever. Whatever.
All right, we'll be right back right after this. Oh, that was good.
That was good.
That was nice. That was fun. That was entertaining.
That was fun.
That was a good time.
It was good. Oh, you know what? Don't say anything. Text it to her.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because I don't know.
I gotcha.
We need this to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. So I should have said something earlier. I apologize.
You do have my number still, right?
I have your Twitters.
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to,
I think I
don't know.
sent my number in the Twitters.
We'll have to share that up again later because I don't have it. So we'll trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, no, remember, you have to say a little birdie told me.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Because somebody
Not yet.
told me
That you had a boyfriend.
Oh,
who
hold
looked
on.
like a girlfriend.
That I had in February of last year.
Mm-hmm. It's not confidential.
Okay. Got
got
that
the
first one. Okay.
Russian around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is just. Everyone's on the back end's like, what the hell is going on?
What are you doing?
None your business.
Nunyas.
None ya.
What's that called? Nunyas.
Nunyas.
Did you get it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
got it.
So you got to pretend and just kind of say a little birdie told me, and
Yeah.
we'll handle the rest.
Invader Zig wants your number, but I'm not going to give it to him.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say.
What else can be said? That's
Nothing.
It. We got
Nothing
it.
at all. You don't have to say a thing. I said it for you. It's all that matters. All right.
Because everything's a super center Walmart, though.
Yeah. You can't even.
I remember when there used to be the little bitty ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the irritating ones are the neighborhood Walmarts?
Hold on. We're coming back.
You know, it's not like we don't have a clock in front of us.
What are you talking about?
Neither one of us. Like I glanced, like, oh, good, we got like 2 minutes, and then we're like,
oh
shit,
shush,
completely cutting Carrie off.
But at least it was
Oh,
during
no,
the
it's all
commercial.
good.
It was only during the commercial.
It was still funny though.
Yes. Well, that's fine. I mean,
It's all good.
What
Yeah.
were we talking about?
I-
There? 'Cause
well-
there was something there that was a reason.
Walmart supercenters and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you're talking about that, like that.
Okay, so most Walmarts turned into Walmart supercenters, but now they also have the Walmart neighborhood Walmarts.
Yeah, the grocery
And those
store.
are annoying because they don't have. I mean, you go to Walmart because you can get your groceries and you can get your jeans and you can get a rake.
Like that's the whole point of Walmart. It's the one-stop shop. If I want to go to a stupid grocery store, I'll go to a grocery store.
Right.
I go to Walmart because I also want to pick up
other things.
You know, a steering wheel cover and
Exactly.
You know,
and mulch
and mulch,
popsicles and a
flea
broom.
treatment and a broom and new underwear.
Right.
And on top of like a 600 count of hamburger patties. You know, that's
Okay, so we're gonna get into some other topics and things like that. Before we do that, just so you know, Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Wanted to remind you that how do you eat your gay cereal? From the bottom up. She's tried not to laugh at that. If you didn't catch that,
we're not doing it again.
She tried not to laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm out of coffee.
I'm not.
I'm just here.
She's the longer she sits, the more she's questioning that decision.
Yes, that is correct.
No
but-
question. So I'm gonna hold on. I need to close out the gay story. Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Anyway, okay. So I
That's what he said.
de-gay serialed my computer, but really quick.
Wow.
Really quick, there was a breaking news update, and you may have already seen this and broke the news on Izzo's show, but did you know that Jessica Yaniv
Yes. Yes.
his court battle
Yes.
against the estheticians?
Yes.
We actually, that was our first story we talked about.
We
Good.
started the show.
That was the
at-
first thing we
yeah.
touched.
Excellent.
And nobody else wanted to.
Nope. We figure being
No,
Izzo's
he has
show.
to pay them money because
Yep.
they didn't even want to.
Yeah.
So
Once again, if you touch somebody else inappropriately that they don't like, that's called rape. If you force somebody to touch you inappropriately, that's called sexual assault.
Yep. Yeah, that was the first thing that we touched. And on
Okay.
we figure being Izzo's show, it was apropos.
It was.
absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
We had to make sure.
Being
that that
Izzo's show, I'm surprised that Jessica Yaniv didn't come in for the waxing, but I could see that on the show.
Yeah, I could too.
That's disgusting.
That's.
I don't
you
want to
know
see
that
it,
would be on the show.
but I don't want to see it.
And I don't.
And that's
either.
the point.
That's one of those things where you kind of wish to, clean your eyes with a,
Bleach.
Yes.
and a wire brush.
Yeah. Just get it out.
So,
Moving right along.
moving right along to something very exciting, very happy.
Yay!
Yes, a little birdie told me something.
Really?
Told me that it is someone's birthday.
What? Somebody's birthday.
Yes.
Whose birthday is
yes.
it?
Kirk.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
It's Kirk's birthday, and so wouldn't it be fun to sing Happy Birthday?
Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday, dear
Kirk. And anybody else?
Happy birthday to you. Kirk.
That's good.
We-
That's
we-
good.
We are available for bar mitzvahs, other birthdays as well. Info at
That's
DOA
another
show.
song I sing in Pig
Bat
Latin, by the
mitzvah.
way.
Happy birthday?
hmm
Please don't.
No, please.
I'm just saying that I
No,
do.
I don't-
didn't say I'm going to.
I don't know what it is about Pig Latin that seriously makes me want to slam my tongue in a car door.
So this is going to catch you a little off guard.
Oh, that's
Uh-oh.
But
Shoot.
I actually did. There was something. I sent you this verse, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it since we had you here.
because we need
Oh,
to,
sugarty boogities. Yes. Hold on. Let me pull it.
we need
up.
a little bit of God because we
haven't had.
had God today, and on Izzo's show we kind of need to atone.
Hold
yes.
on a second here.
Confessional.
This is my confession.
Just when I thought I said all I can say, I came up
Okay.
with more
That's
secrets
right.
It's
to scare you
16,
away.
17 through 20, right?
That's right.
Okay, just making sure.
This is very apropos to what we do, what everybody else does, how we interact with people.
Okay.
And it says this: I appeal to you, brothers.
This is from Romans. We should say that.
Yes.
too.
Romans
Okay.
16, 17 to 20.
Mhm.
This is kind of our show as a whole, but this is kind of what our mission statement, as it were.
Maybe.
Kind of,
Possibly.
in a
Oh.
way.
Maybe.
Well, not
Oh,
maybe.
you have a mission statement. That's excellent.
Well,
Maybe.
let's listen to it and see.
Okay.
Maybe.
I appeal to you, brothers, to watch out for those who cause division and create obstacles contrary to the doctrine that you have been taught. Avoid them. For such persons do not serve our Lord Christ, but their own appetites. And by smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the hearts of the naive. For your obedience is known to all, so that I rejoice over you. But I want you to be wise as to what is good and innocent, and as to what is evil. The God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ will be with you.
Why did your voice get deeper as you read that?
I don't know.
It's just it started. I appeal to you, brothers. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all.
It's like okay, I know why. Actually, I do know why.
I have an idea why too.
No.
It's just
I know
funny to
exactly
just hear,
why.
"Nah,
I know
sorry."
why. It's because I listen to the Bible all the time.
Oh yeah, so you're
and I listen to
Bible voice.
I listen to the English Standard or I listen to the original King James. And when I listen to the original King James, it's the old deep British voice.
Oh yeah, do you remember the one? And maybe not like BBN here on 92.5 here.
Yeah.
That guy that does the reading,
basically, kind of
that guy.
Yeah,
it's
so
recorded in the 50s, but still
right. And so I get the old British voice, or I get the old the very deep American English voice, and it's so my voice just automatically flows into that after I keep reading. It's just what happens.
That's hilarious. That's really, really funny. But I really think it's hilarious that you called him out, Dylan.
No, it's fine.
I noticed these things.
It's perfectly fine.
Yes, it shows I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying, but
just
more how he was saying
That's
it.
right. Hi, how are you?
Oh, that's really, really funny. I actually listened to the ESV also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's probably the same voice,
your brothers.
but I don't read it like that.
That's because you don't have that voice.
Because you're female, and that would just happen.
That'd be really weird.
It would be weird.
It'd be odd.
It would be really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is your question?
Well, I just wanted to go.
Or we just
over
want
it.
to talk about it.
Yeah, just talk about it. Go over it. I mean, the basic understanding of this, it's more like a farewell, obviously.
So long, farewell.
It's the ending of the entirety of Romans.
Adieu.
Right. So.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. It's fine. We've had that all day.
I know.
But
so
yeah,
it's kind of a final. I mean, think about when you're leaving. Are your kids old enough for you and your wife to go on a date and leave the kids home at all?
Home? No. With another person? Yes.
Okay. Well, so even leaving them with a babysitter, right? You would still give them final instructions like, okay, we're going out, be good. You need to get this and this and this done. And don't do this, right? So
sure.
It's, I think Paul is giving watch this. I mean, think of how many times he had to warn those believers. I mean, he went back to Galatia and he's like, dudes, what is up?
That is a direct quote, by the way.
Dudes.
That is the direct translational quote. Dudes.
What is up?
What is up?
No. Basically. Slight paraphrasing.
Allegedly.
She's taking liberties.
Just a few.
But he's saying, I spent all my time with you. I spent so much time. We worked on this. We've talked over this.
Mm-hmm.
You knew the gospel. You knew you were not under this law, the same that the Jews were, or you are not under the same ceremonial laws that you once were. He's like, I left for 5 minutes and
I turned my back and this is what happens.
What did you do?
Yes. And I think that, he was constantly having to, and it was really a very lovely pastorally thing for him to do. In the book of Acts, where it talks about him going on his second missionary journey, the point, a huge part of the purpose was to go and check on the churches that had been planted, or the churches of the new believers that had been in Lystra, Iconium, Derbe. He was going to check on those believers to make sure that they were still growing in faith, maturing in faith, hearing the word, still in faith.
Right, because in those times you didn't have Twitter and email and cell phones. You had to actually go somewhere, and if a person wrote a letter, you had to dedicate like a month to get it anywhere, at least.
Right. So he was, he was, I love this. I appeal to you, right? I'm appealing to you. Watch out. Keep your eyes open. Look for for who is causing divisions. And you think about like the Jewish leaders would follow him on his journeys, they would follow him, find out where he was, and the Jewish leaders would come into those towns and get the people to rise up against him and his crew, and he'd end up getting a beating. His crew would, they'd get driven out of town. So there were people who were causing divisions or who were creating obstacles.
Yes.
No, you can't really be a Christian unless you are circumcised, or unless you don't eat this food, or they would put obstacles in the way.
If you don't wear, if your skirt does not hit your knees or lower, then you must not be a Christian, because you're not being modest.
If you wear makeup,
yeah. If you listen to rock and roll and play cards and you dance around, you must not be actually a Christian.
If you play the lyre,
if you dance a jig.
This is a total tangent-ish. Not total, but this was really cute. When my oldest, when she turned 16, Keith's grandma called her. So it's my daughter's great-grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And she called her and said, well, now that you're 16, you'll have to make sure your skirts are past your knees, and you won't be playing around so much anymore. And she was giving her orders of how to be a young lady.
How to be a young lady.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to when she goes to the school dances, she needs to make sure she leaves enough room between him and her for the Holy Spirit.
Slow dance.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just you, me, and the Holy Spirit right here.
That's it.
Yep.
Ugh.
If another
Well, we
person
like to
can't
say
fit,
make room for the Trinity.
Oh, see, and that's even. There's more of them
You
there,
gotta
so
get
the
'em all in.
space has to be bigger there.
That's called a thruple now.
That's a throb. Oh,
3 is company.
Come on, knock on my door.
Come on, knock on my door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
No, we kind of had the.
I
beta
used
for
to
that.
not be allowed to watch that show.
Well, that's because
wasn't.
3 is company.
4 is the crowd.
That's true.
Well, there you go.
5's a gangbang.
Huh?
I'm just let that lie.
And actually, I read somewhere. Never mind. I'm not going to go into
Don't
that
do
here.
it. Don't do it.
It's not bad. I was going to make a clarification that I heard allegedly.
What did you hear?
I heard allegedly.
Allegedly.
That an orgy is 6 or more people that sit in a room without their socks on.
Yes.
Or no, in sock feet. It's in sock feet.
Oh, feet in the air.
No.
Sock feet.
So if you hang out in someone's house, if y'all are just hanging out and you're just sitting and you don't have shoes on, just socks, that's called an orgy. That's what I was told.
That's a long
I
time
read
ago.
somewhere, but that was on the internet, and you can trust everything on the internet.
Everything on the internet.
I mean, oof.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us.
Where we go for everything.
That's right.
But
no.
Sad but true.
Getting back to the verse, I mean,
yes.
when it comes down to it, what he's talking about is really a lot of the same things that he really harped on in chapters prior to, when he's talking about the Christians and those of the same faith. Don't be gossipers, don't do this, don't do that sort of thing.
Yep.
And it's less about, don't do this so that you stay a Christian, but more so, don't do this because you are one.
Don't do that because you're a Christian, you said?
Yeah. Don't be a gossip because you are a Christian.
Yeah. Not because it makes you, not because it makes you Christian,
not because it works you into a better position or anything like that.
No, right. So I thought, I think about this with the 10 Commandments, because they still matter.
Well, yeah,
They're
absolutely.
still there, right? And
Right.
there are they'd be called antinomians, anti-law. They are
Word of
ones
the day.
who believe that there is no law that applies if you're a Christian. But Christ said, I didn't come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. So the Mosaic law still stands, right? And I think of it, I mean, it shows us our sin, and it also guides us
Right.
and gives us direction, right?
Yes.
But it also, and most importantly, it kills us because we can't stand up to the law. We do fail at the law, which drives us directly to the cross, where we have someone who has fulfilled that law for us and saved us, right?
Yes.
So we have that. So the law still applies, but I think of it also as not a, you have to live up to these things in order to save yourself, like you're saying, not in order to become a Christian, right?
Right.
But it's, well, I love God. I am a Christian, so I won't kill my neighbor, right?
Yeah,
right.
I think about like growing up, I knew, or like my kids know, they are Malanax, and as Malanax, you do not do X, Y, Z.
Right.
As Malanax, this is just expected of you because this is who we are as a family.
This is
Well,
our family name. You
family
represent us whenever
as
you're out.
Christians. And so as a family of Christians, we don't gossip. And as a family of Christians, if we are gossiping, our brother or sister really needs to lovingly tell us, stop it.
Yeah.
Right?
The way that the pastor would put it is the point of it is it's supposed to be a not a sinless perfection, but a sinless direction. The point is
direction.
Yeah, you're never, because on this side of eternity, you're not going to be perfect. You're never going to hit them all. Doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean you give up and you just say, "Oh well, that's why God gave us grace."
Mm-hmm.
That's not what that's for. The point of this is to be, you do it out of a motivation of love. It's like, God did all of this for me. The very least I can do is, I don't know,
be nice to you.
Try.
Well,
I may fail, but at least try.
What is the fruit of the Spirit? The fruit of the Spirit is the Spirit that lives in me, right? Which we're told that God has poured out His Holy Spirit upon us, and that is what
There's
lives
a
out.
reason. There's a reason why the fruits of the Spirit are listed as the first one is love. Well, how does Jesus say that you will be identified as His followers? Because you love one another. It's weird. It's almost like it was put together by design.
Now, I think it is interesting to consider these verses, though, also in a warning. I mean, think about in your own lives, which I know this was for the church in Rome, and it was for those early Christians. But of course, God's book, God's Holy Scripture, connects our lives.
Yeah.
And think about, not only how we live our lives and how we lead our lives, but who are we? And this is not to say that we don't associate with people outside of the Christian circle. We don't, it's not to say that at all, because of course we associate with, I would say probably we should associate especially with those outside the Christian circle, because we need to bring the good news to them. But, and I'm talking to where, do you ever talk where you go, okay, I know I was saying something and now I'm hearing my
went
voice.
Away. Yeah. It went away. Completely went away.
And you're trying to go in circles to try and see if you could pick back the
Well,
trail.
and I don't know that I'm circling, but I'm just going, I just want to make sure I'm going on the path that I started out on. But I think these are also good warnings of, why engage in, okay, so I'm teaching this class and I know I'm jumping. It is the same thing, but this is just a good example. Okay.
Good jumping point.
Teaching a class right now, and it's the whole basis is apologetics, is bringing a defense of the faith, not to bring an argument,
but a defense
of the faith, but to bring.
Once again, you should always have a defense of the faith. As a Christian, you should always be able to defend. You should always be able to bring a defense of your faith if somebody asks of it.
Absolutely. And so, and I had said, I had told the group, I said, there's a difference between getting in a conversation and bringing a defense and knowing when it's appropriate to step back and go, this is not actually something I'm going to engage in, because it's not an actual discussion. You just want to point your finger and yell at me. You don't want to have, and it's okay to have theological differences.
Right.
We can still come to a good conversation, and that's fine. but I think that that's also, watch out for those who cause divisions. Watch out for those who are creating obstacles. Watch out for people who are serving their own appetites and smooth talk. And I think that it's just a good and fair warning to all Christians.
Right. Yeah. It is
I think also I like the be wise as to what is good, innocent as to what is evil. That's a good warning. That's just spiritual care. I think that's really important. Why even, it's again, the alcoholic, why would you even go into the bar?
Exactly.
And then I love that the God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet. Ultimately,
it's a nice little reminder.
The victory is Christ's, which we have received.
It's just a good reminder of, hey, by the way, stuff is hard. It
You're
gets
not
difficult,
in charge.
But yeah, God's already done this. Just do as you're told. Just love people. God's got the rest.
Yeah, just let it all go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Speaking of which, if you have trouble letting it go, maybe you should try some Matron Teal.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Hey, but it's a good good lead. Thank you.
Let's burn through this because we don't have a lot of time.
All right, fine. Matron Teal is an amazing product made with polyphenols.
Okay.
Polyphenols do something very spectacular to your gut.
It helps to clean you out. It's really good for you.
Not just to clean you out, but it also helps your gut bacteria become healthy because you feed it terrible, horrible, no good, very bad things all day long.
All day long.
And maybe you need to fix it. So why not try some Matron Teal? Go to lovemytummy.com/mojo, lovemytummy.com/mojo. If you go there, you will see a banner, and on the top of the banner, it will tell you that you can get 3 months for only $99. Normally, it's $39.95 a box, which means for you, you can save over $20.
Same as downtown.
That's right. On 3 boxes of Matron Teal. Go to lovemytummy.com/mojo, lovemytummy.com/mojo.
You can save $20.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you can afford the cereal.
Right.
So you can stay woke when you have.
You can stay wokest of woke.
So you can decide which little baggie of cereal that Speaking of cereals, and I was thinking about it earlier, and yes, we are going back to this.
Right.
Am I the only? And I know Steven you might remember.
Maybe.
I know Carrie, you should.
Sugar Smacks?
No. But that's a good one though. No. Do you remember when
Spit it out.
No, hold on. The wheat biscuit that was like that big.
Yeah.
It came in an individual. You remember those?
It was one giant
brick.
Instead of having the little mini wheats.
Yeah, it wasn't because I was trying to think of the actual
And
name.
it didn't have any sugar on it.
Right.
No,
Instead of frosted mini wheats, it was just wheat.
It was just wheat. It was a wheat woven brick.
Giant
So
wheat
gross.
brick.
Tasted like lawn clippings. It was.
You had to break it apart.
And Grandpa would be sitting there going, "This is good for you," as he's eating
It's got some fiber.
He's got that in front of him with half a grapefruit with a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt on there.
And you're
I'm
like,
Grandpa, what are you doing? I'm eating breakfast, dummy. Oh, well, God bless you, sir.
Yeah, no, those always grossed me out.
Yeah.
I
Breakfast
never liked grape nuts either.
Oh, that's
See, that's another thing my wife likes.
Grape nuts?
Yeah. I can't do it.
I can't either.
Can't do it.
I mean, you need like a gallon of milk just to make it
soft enough to
Soft enough to
and
chew.
it's still crunchy.
Yeah.
No, it
just-
breaks your teeth. It's not
Yes.
crunchy. It is destruction of your mouth.
I would, if I'm going to have destruction of my mouth, I'd much rather go the route of Captain Crunch.
I was about to say it's worse than Captain Crunch because at least with Captain Crunch, it's tasty.
It at least has taste.
It's not Captain. It's Captain.
Yeah, it's Captain.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. He is so good. He hasn't even got an official title.
That cereal I go back and forth on. I haven't had it in years, but it has such a fake taste to it.
It does.
So it rips up your mouth. It tastes fake.
Part of that taste is blood, just so you're aware.
That is actually your blood that you taste.
It's
That
weird.
makes
It's sweet, but
much
tastes
more
like pennies. It's not the cereal. The penny doesn't taste like pennies. That's your blood.
Yeah, it was originally just called shredded wheat.
That's right. Shredded wheat. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that's
Thank you.
right.
Shredded wheat.
Because and then you got the shredded mini wheats, and
yeah,
that's what the
Yes.
frosted.
and then it went frosted, and everybody knows frosted.
Because frosted, you have a little bit of the sugar on the one side, and then
And then they throw stuff
Those.
in it.
Now that's a cereal that I would eat without milk, just from the box.
Just
Or
pick
I'd
it up.
actually, I wasn't completely uncouth. I would pour it in a cup and then.
Oh, well.
Speaking of the birthday boy, Kirk over there on the MeWe says, I overate grape nuts once. Was rear.
Let's just say it come out of him with extreme prejudice.
Was rear dry heaving like projectile vomit.
Oh.
I had to reread that a couple times to make sure I was reading it right.
It was explosive is what we're saying.
Yes. He apparently got too much fiber.
Oh my gosh, that's like the Phil Hartman SNL commercials, colon blow and super colon blow.
I'm so glad you know those.
Because Phil Hartman was the man.
He was so good.
Yeah.
Also, Crystal Gravy and Crystal
Yes.
Gravy Light.
And light. Because you have to have light.
Oh my gosh.
If you like the taste of gravy but you don't like the color, Crystal Gravy Light.
Crystal Gravy Light. For those of you on a diet. All right. We actually have to do bells now.
Oh my gosh, bells?
Bells go.
Let's do this.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day, Tuesday, October 22nd. Today we had 8 missed innuendo bells, 53 actual bells, 5 rim shots, and 1 horn. Giving us a B+ for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Yay, we got a B.
B, that's kind of low on the counts.
At DOAEshow.com, at Mojo50.com, at Carrie Malinak on the Twitters, at DOAE Show on the Twitters, Facebooks, and the social medias everywhere. Guys, thank you so much.
Yes.
We'll
Happy
see y'all
birthday,
tomorrow.
Kirk.
Happy birthday, Kirk. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 9 p.m. Bye, y'all.
Later.
Peace out.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!